I'll try. I'll wipe them down. Actually, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Plug the live stream, Joseph.
Okay.
I'll deal with this later.
I feel like every time
I'm
I
gonna just
do
put some in a Ziploc bag so I can.
oh, right, that's for. I feel like every time I do that, like, it cuts off, but I'll do it after.
Oh man, did you see the poster?
The who? Oh yeah, dude. Thanks. This is sweet.
Oh shit. Oh, you said you had a new Wi-Fi thing, right?
Yes, but what were we gonna do?
Do the
I would say,
on Facebook on the Ox. You said?
yeah, don't stream it because if you stream it, then it's gonna cut into the bandwidth.
No.
That's the Wi-Fi password.
Okay. Oh, but I just don't have.
No, I got you.
B.O.B. play the guitar. We're rap like. B.O.B.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Ox fam? We're just getting ready. Dean's almost here, and then we'll get started.
Dude, Iron Man tomorrow takes out.
Wait, what?
Iron Man, my 50.
Oh yeah. I was like,
Excited.
there's another movie.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I should just fucking stand up.
Dude, my doctor prescribed me a potassium booster.
Mhm.
It's a little pill. Because I've been telling her, like, you know how I said I was mentally exhausted?
Yeah.
I think work has just been dragging me down, but she was like, try this. And dude, night and day. I remember the
Was it
first
over
time.
the counter?
No, you have to get it prescribed.
Really?
I'll tell you the name. It also helps, like, you know, if you have high blood pressure, potassium lowers it, so it helps with that. Dude, the first time I took it, it was in the morning, and I was like, I don't know if I need to eat with this. So I took it I had it with my morning coffee, and dude,
Are we blinking here?
dude, I felt like Thanos, dude. I was like, oh shoot,
Really?
I felt alive. I take it every morning now. I feel great, except for my ear pressure. If it's not high blood pressure, it's ear pressure.
One of the pressures is gonna get you.
Right?
Oh man, I'm so excited. Don't forget, we have to press the camera button. We're not done it yet. We haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Look at that wallpaper.
Ooh.
I need that in a shirt or a sticker.
Wait, let me see. Oh, nice.
The blackest coffee.
Oh shit, they're gonna put the stream on.
Oh shit, my bad. I
No,
can.
it's okay. I got it.
Oh yeah. I got so excited.
It looks pretty good actually. It looks pretty crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that demon here a truck or something?
Probably.
Look at my new wallpaper.
Hey.
What is that?
Or just her child. But that's your kid.
Dude, I like the way the font came out and everything, like with the
Mhm.
metallic logo.
Oh, they don't Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Oh, I added you to that chat for the
Oh yeah, I got a notification, but I haven't even.
Yeah.
There's so many messages I don't read, like groups. Like I'm just like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
what's what?
You guys saw the show sheet, right? You guys are pretty familiar with it?
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
When we mention the butt plug gate, I don't want to mention that content creator by name. So we'll not do that. But I think it's just crazy that the 3 reviews that he's done have all leaked. Like that's wild. I think Dean said he was almost here. So this is your cosplay account?
yeah, this is the one I use.
Nice.
I mean, it's gonna be on the mannequin too, and then the other one I'll have display somewhere else.
Dude, Adam is getting rid of everything.
Well, did you see what happened?
No, what happened?
Well, we're on stream, but
Oh, text me.
yeah, I'll text. I thought he was joking, but he's actually being serious. But honestly, he ruined.
I think I have it. I
You
have
ruined-
a feeling.
I'll text. He ruined in-game for Dean, so I really don't care.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I know what happened.
I'll text you. Is there anyone on stream?
Oh,
There is.
sorry, I was looking
Yeah.
at the chat. Yeah, this
That's
one.
what I heard. Well, that's what I thought I heard.
Oh, let me see. I don't know who it is, anyways. I like just cheese man.
I'll text you the screenshots.
Oh,
He was
snap.
letting all that tea spill on OSR. I was like, God damn.
God damn.
Damn.
Dean said he's pumping gas, but it's like, that's a weird text because you could be pumping gas anywhere. Pumping gas doesn't mean you're almost here. But like, what does that even mean? Oh, man. I love that guy.
That's awesome. It's like I'm pumping gas at the gas station a block from my house.
Right.
More by SeaWorld, I'll be right there.
Right.
Damn.
What?
He's weird, that dude.
Oh, the screenshots. Dude, yeah. So did you like the cold open? I like it.
Right when Dean gets here, we'll start recording, and that'll be the cold open.
I like
That's a
it
good- that's a
because
good
it feels like you're just chatting and then you go, hey, my name is.
And it can be a long cold open. It doesn't have to be a quick one. Like it can be like 2 or 3 minutes, and then the intro hits.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Not the office, okay? We're not gonna do like a 7-minute cold open.
As soon as Dean gets here, he'll say some weird random stuff,
Uh-huh.
and then he'll be like, we'll just stare at him, and he'll be like, when are we starting or whatever, and we'll just be like, hey guys, my name is that.
Right. And I'll be like, hey guys, my name is Manny.
Right, I'm
I'd
Zach.
be like, hey guys, my name is
And I'm Dean. He has a
Dean.
very,
Yeah, he has a very like
distinct voice.
guttural voice. It's very, you're right, it's very distinct.
like he can voice a cartoon character.
Like an anime cartoon character. A hentai anime character. Wow, that's funny. Shout out to the one person watching on stream.
Me. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Definitely not me since I'm not
It's the
checking.
doctor. What was that guy?
Check.
Oh yeah, that crazy doctor. That was hilarious.
Dude, y'all see this?
Is that Jesse?
What the shit? She's probably gonna try to do those hip thrusts on that.
Wait, what happened? Why did they do that? She put all the weight in the wrong spot or something?
You're supposed to, that's for your legs, right?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, but
supposed
how
to
does
like
it
hold
tilt
on.
backwards?
No, I don't either.
Oh my god.
That's so weird. And that thing's not even bolted down either. They're meant to be bolted down. That's crazy.
I feel like I'd be a lawsuit if they're not really.
I never like my spine.
My neck and my back.
My neck, my back.
Let's do a quick mic check.
My neck and my back. Testing.
Mic check.
Mic check. Oh, sorry.
Mic check. Mic check.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. It feels nice to have an elbow room, like not 3 people to one side. Like I love you, sad, but I also like my elbow room.
What the hell? I can't stop this happening. We're not blinking, right?
No.
Recorded something. That's weird. Oh, they got it. They got it a lot.
What the
Dude, that's my favorite video right now.
fuck? We fucking tosses the fan, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to do another one. Okay. Mic check.
Another one. Mic check.
Mic check.
That was a good one.
Hey.
We're on stream. Why? Because we have fans.
What's up, yo?
What up?
Lock the door.
Jesse?
We need to do an inaugural Jesse to start the podcast. Like after the intro, like, all right, Jesse's back. We need to celebrate in the only way that we know how.
Chocolate meal. It's the best meal ever.
I know the Mootopia. Yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff. It's, I don't have anything.
That's fine.
It's mostly for this kid.
What's in the
What's in the box?
on the camera? Hit the
What's
red button.
on the-
Yeah. I'm just forward now.
Add it.
Well, I'm using the third stand for Gotenks.
Oh.
I don't want him to fall while we're recording. Hell yes.
I don't know if I did anything, to be honest.
I wrote this so you can check it out. If you like
Is
it.
he a full character in the show?
All right, now we're good.
I fucking hate Jiren.
Oh, really?
He's cool in the way that like he's like super strong, but he's like way too fucking strong. Like Goku and Vegeta fight him and they're blue hair. And it's like they can't even fucking touch him.
Oh, really? Sweet, thanks. We're good?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to listen, dude?
Ooh.
Yeah, listen.
These look pretty cool.
So this is the hair. I'm gonna give you some faces.
This is the demoniacal.
Yeah. See, they don't have sculpted detail in the hair.
It doesn't look bad, though.
No, especially on like the detail with the lighting, it like kind of glows. But you can have these two faces.
Oh, I'm gonna buy that set. I'm gonna buy this set. So I don't have the faces right now. I appreciate it though, but I saw the set today and I was like, oh, it's cool. It's like $30 for both of them.
Yeah, but there's the sculpted hair.
Sweet. Dude, this looks cool. All right. Thank you.
Whatever.
I said thank you.
I'm just kidding. Jesse, I miss you, man.
I know. I've been listening to the episodes and I'm just like, nothing.
Wow. I just saw this. Is this for me?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
Not kidding. I never let it go.
That's awesome.
I texted Deanie and I was like, is this the one that Dean likes? Because there's like the remake and then there's like,
Yeah.
I know you like 8 a lot.
7's my favorite, dude.
All right, put that one on. We're
There's a
gonna.
lot of debate on what this is supposed to be.
It's a sword.
No, this.
It's one of those guns from
It's not
the
a-
Aliens.
It's not a gun.
It is a gun. It's part of the debate.
I'll explain that later.
Wait, so you know what it is, even though there's a lot of debate?
I think I know what it is, but. Oh, he made you one too.
Where have you been? Everyone's in the chat?
Why are you so late? Whoa, that's literally never happened. Excuse me.
They're not meant to do that.
Do you think this joint can come out of this head? Like if you heat it up?
Probably. I don't see why it wouldn't. It should just be a
Wanna try
ball
it?
bag.
I'm gonna try it. Hell yes. All right.
Dude,
You guys ready to get started?
gang all back together.
I know the Three Musketeers.
I think you missed good. Yeah.
Well, it's 4 of us.
My nose. Joke.
Well,
We got stream going. We have 2 people watching.
2.
You want to keep an eye on the comments?
Yep.
Who said what's up, guys?
Fernando.
What up, Big Burn?
Frank Burn.
What up, Big Burn?
What up, big perm?
There you go.
That's a sweet big worm.
Can Dean wear that for the
That
show?
don't fit me.
Probably not.
Can you wear it for the show?
That would be
No.
like this.
I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it.
You'll ruin it.
I'm assuming it's a lot of work getting it on.
It is
Do you have to wear a lot of like powder?
powder and then skull cap, and then if you don't take it off right, you might rip it from the.
Sure.
So it's kind of.
So we can't wear it, is what you're saying.
I mean, we can. I don't want to mess with it.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2. Actually, should we play the intro for live stream? No?
No.
Okay, all right. 3, 2. God, it's hot in here. Well, I turned the AC off because in our last recording, you could hear the. So we have to sweat.
Heat stroke in here.
I just got back
It's
from
like
the
a
gym.
sauna
I'm
in here.
handle
It
this.
is not that hot. You guys are being fake.
Open the freezer.
Well, once we start talking and let all the heat out of our bodies,
We start laughing again. All right, 3,
we laugh all the time.
2. Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Manny.
And I'm Jesse.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. This is the weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That is true.
The 4 Musketeers are back. Jesse, you don't have to do that.
Jesse.
Jesse? Manny, we need a Jesse from you.
Sorry, I'm
Man,
Mutopia.
my chocolate milk. Jesse.
Yes. Jesse is back on the show. Episode 45, Dawn of Jesse. And it's good to have you back. I know we've been on stream the last few weeks, and unfortunately, you don't have the best streaming environment.
No.
So it's good. And none of that, but it's good to be back in person. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. And because it's been so long, I had some gifts for each of you. So
Ooh.
Jesse has a Mandalorian print. We'll
Oh,
see
that's
there
badass.
for the people watching the video podcast. It's one of those mini posters.
Does that mean you're doing one-to-one Mandalorian stuff?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already being sent.
We'll talk about it. Manny has a H1, the night he came
Yes,
home print, and then
Yes, sir.
for Dean, I actually had to edit that because it's all the PS2 discs that are
Yeah.
square. I had to edit out the Square Enix, or Square Enix and the other logo, and it's Final Fantasy VII. So,
it was like this when I got here, so I like didn't see it.
oh yeah.
And then, yeah, that's amazing.
Enough about that, Dean. All the best shows have one thing in common.
New this week.
Oh, then you did a cool intro from last week. You were like the best, like you had some swagger last
The
week.
best segment.
Okay, so let's redo that. Dean,
That was
The
weaker
floor is
than my
yours.
knees, bro. Come
that
on.
was really weak.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to talk about anything new we got this week on our favorite segment.
New this week.
That was
That
probably
was
our best
it.
one.
That was the best one that we ever did.
All right, guys.
My
So
voice
let's
speaker is
see.
very
What did we get new this week? I paid off Obi-Wan. I got the email saying he's available for what's it called?
Just for delivery, like I can charge it early.
Early.
Imminent arrival.
Yeah. Because I could still wait 2 months or just pay it.
Yeah.
So I paid it, and the lady said he'll be here. She said the earliest Thursday, so 2 days from now, because they're in California. So she's like, it doesn't take that long.
I would wager you're probably gonna get it Friday or Monday.
Yeah, Friday or Saturday.
Next week we're gonna.
Well,
have
UPS doesn't deliver on Saturday.
We're gonna have a story of Dean chasing down the.
Just remember, you have to have signature. Someone has to sign for it.
UPS or USPS?
UPS.
UPS. So what I do, this is what I do. Since I'm at work 8 to 5, I have it delivered to the UPS store, and I just
Yeah, then you pick it up.
And they're open late.
Can I do that on their website?
Yes, you have to sign up for.
That's what I do. I know the
it's,
guy.
it's
He's
called
like, oh
My
man, you buy
UPS.
so many toys.
It's called My UPS. This is a good tip for you guys that order Sideshow and have circumstances like Manu, but sign up on My UPS, and if you do it like as soon as it ships, it doesn't change. It usually doesn't change the delivery date, but obviously if you wait till the night before, then it's going to delay it a day. But it's really great because the UPS stores are open on Saturday. You just bring your photo ID, and they have you sign it, and you're good to go.
I have a paper ID.
Oh, that sucks. You do have
I'll
paper
probably
ID.
just have to wait at my house until it gets there.
Chase the normal.
Yeah,
Like as per usual. But you had a pretty interesting situation regarding this Obi-Wan because you had to have some help from Sideshow.
Okay, yeah. So huge shout out to Sideshow.
Sideshow!
Sideshow is customer service.
Lend me some sweat.
So I started a new job recently, and thank you.
Congratulations.
New this week. New job.
Yeah, well, it's been about a month, but they messed up on my pay. So they're like, oh, but you're just gonna have to wait until the 1st. I was like, I can't wait until June 1st to get paid. Like,
Yeah,
I
because
have,
you
like-
told me that, and I was like, Dean, your stepdad is built this company from the ground up. Like, you go bring Dragonfire on accounting. and
That's
shit happens.
exactly what I did. I was like, you know what? He's right. So they were like, okay, we're gonna make an exception. We'll mail you the check. And I was like, okay, fine. So I still had to wait like a week.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, we're gonna FedEx you your check, and it'll get there on Monday, yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, Saturday I got the email. Your Obi-Wan is available for imminent arrival. You could either pay it or just wait until the regular release date. So I was like, oh, I don't have money. Like, of course. And like the day they were gonna charge the card is like when I was gonna get paid. So I just canceled it. And I was like, oh, I could just go back and like,
You didn't cancel the
or I
order.
didn't cancel the order, but
You
I pushed back,
pushed it back.
pushed
Yeah.
back the payment.
Yeah.
No postpone.
Yeah, and I thought I could just go back in there and redo it once I got paid. Because I was like, my luck, the check's not going to get there until like 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to wait Tuesday morning to deposit it. Then I'll be able to pay. And I was like, I'm afraid they're going to charge like first thing in the morning on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I took off the pay immediately.
Do you not have what is it called? Like where you go negative, but like they don't charge you until like the next business.
Protection.
Yeah.
Yes and no. They do that, but then they charge you like $30.
It's like the next business day. So even if it charged that Tuesday morning, if you have the money the same day, just for.
I was
that
just like
right.
worst case scenario. I'm like thinking like the worst, right?
Yeah.
So I messaged Zach. I was like, hey, like I got my money. Like, how do I fix that? He's like, oh, they don't do that. You have to call.
Yeah, no, I didn't say they couldn't do it. I said that you couldn't do it on the website.
Right.
Because like when you do that, you get pushed to the end of the queue.
Right.
And I was like, Dean, your circumstance was special in the sense like, you had like a new job, like this and that. And I was like, give him a call. Like, I wouldn't do it over the chat because over the call you can kind of beg, I guess, grovel.
Yeah.
And I think they were able to.
Yeah. So I called at noon.
Mm-hmm.
I only waited maybe like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which isn't ideal, but they're a big company. I'm sure they have people calling all the time.
Yeah.
And the girl answered. She's like, hey, like, how can I help you? I was like, I have a question about my order. I gave her my order number. And I was like, this was my first order, so I didn't know what that meant when I postponed it.
First order.
I was like, I was like, is there any way I could pay for it now and get it this week instead of? I was like, I'm an idiot, and she's like, oh yeah, sure. She charged my PayPal, and it's on its way. So
Need it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sideshow.
also new this week for me is the Demoniacal Fit, Vegeta and Goku
Super Saiyan Blue.
Head and hair sculpts.
Uh-huh.
They're amazing.
They look fantastic.
Somebody had them before. I got them used.
Uh-huh.
So the pegs are pretty easy to get in there. Usually you have to like either go in there and open them up a little bit or just heat them up.
Uh-huh.
But I guess he had already done that, so they fit perfectly.
This is your first Demoniacal ever? Like
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
I like them. They make a lot of really good third-party stuff. Actually, I like them on Facebook. I literally just like them on Facebook right now. And they've teased they're making a articulated Figuarts Ghost for Gotenks
Oh, nice.
with swappable faces and hands.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because like in the show they do kind of all this goofy stuff. So that's really cool.
Yeah, they're making whole figures now. They have
Yeah, they have
Ginyu,
Ginyu, Jace.
just announced Jay's.
It's released, and they have the Scarlet Warrior, which is Kaioken Goku.
Yeah.
You also got, on my recommendation, a cool figure,
I did.
which Sandman.
Oh my god, yeah, I totally forgot.
Yeah, and that was kind of an interesting situation. This guy,
What a
in,
nightmare.
one of this
Turned
group,
out to be a pain in the butt.
this really was it. This guy in one of our
Not
groups said he
for
was in a
us.
bad spot, and he needed money quick, and he posted a bunch of figures for sale. One of which was Majin Vegeta, which is a figure that I wanted, and one of which
His
was
price went up crazy.
yeah, he's about $100 now, and he was asking $50, and then he was also asking $50 for Great Saiyaman.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have any money. I was like, I'll loan you the $50 if you can pick it up. And literally, the guy was like next door to you,
Yeah, you were like, how close is this? I was like, literally around
like the next complex over.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
And so that worked out really well. I know there was some people that might not have been super happy with this guy,
Yeah.
but we won't mention it. But
He posted a bunch of stuff,
yeah,
and he had even more. So when I went to go pick these up, he was like, look at all this other stuff I have for sale. And I was like, I'm not interested in this stuff.
yeah, for sure.
So when he was selling other stuff, I'm assuming he did the same thing,
Mhm.
and those people wiped him out.
Yeah,
So when other people showed up to pick up their stuff, it was gone.
yeah,
And Zach and I had to play PC police and kind of keep the peace. And
yeah. We're admins in a lot of different groups, so that
yeah,
was kind of awkward.
yeah.
How do you like Great Saiyaman?
Great Saiyaman is awesome. Dude.
Was I
I had
overzealous?
salmon last night.
Oh yeah, the Great
For
Saiyaman.
dinner.
Was I overzealous in my critique saying that it is potential 6-inch scale figure of the year?
No.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, 3 head sculpts, a bunch of hands for all his different poses.
Different arm for when he loses the watch.
Yeah.
There's a little pluggy bit in the back
It's
so the
really
cape
cool.
can take it out.
Yeah, it's up there. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm really glad I got it. So thank you for having me.
No problem.
I have no idea what any of this stuff.
Manny, what did you get this week?
My dear friend here got me the Commander Cody Funko Pop.
Yeah.
I also it's been kind of a slow week, but I also got the '89 Batmobile. The what is it? UCS, I guess.
The
It's like
Lego?
their- yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate Collector Series.
yeah. I got the piece from France. So yeah,
We
it's,
we to all of our French
we
listeners.
Speaking of we, I'll be right back. I need to go pee.
Very funny.
Yeah, that's it for me. Tomorrow something is taken out. Oh, that's his. That's
Yeah.
Oh, that's yours.
I got Lutopia. I already finished it.
What about you, Jesse?
Shout out.
So the Mandalorian helmet is shipping this week, so I should be getting that and sanding it and making it look like this.
Jesus.
So tell us the story, who you're getting it from.
10 Manufacturing. So I messaged him and I'm like, hey man, can you make me this? And he was like, absolutely, sure. But this is the last thing I'm making that's not Iron Man. And I was like, no.
Any particular reason why?
I don't know.
Sell?
I guess things, yeah, they don't sell. Everything he does is Iron Man. Well, he's done some Black Panther stuff before, but I guess just Iron Man sells like crazy, and he has a mold for it. So why make a new mold and print and?
Oh no.
But I feel like for us, he'll do it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't messaged him for anything else lately, but I bet he might say yes to me.
Do you know how long that print time was?
Well,
It's significant.
I think over 200 hours,
Jeez.
and I have pictures and they're crispy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, so I'm excited. Is that what you got?
That's it. I mean, it's been a slow week.
It's been a week for me.
It's been.
Yeah, so I've really getting into figure arts, and
You have a busy week.
I'll start with what Dean gave me right now. He gave me I sold this figure to him, but it's a KO SSJ3 figure arts Goku.
And that's not the only thing
And
he gave.
KO,
Big chub.
it's pretty solid quality. I know Dean's not a huge fan of the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. I tend to like it a little bit.
I love Super Saiyan 3 transformation. It's one of my favorite Transformers.
I also
Is that
got
the
the
Decepticon?
Post Malone Funko Pop that Manny delivered
Oh, I'm
today.
so jealous.
Love it. It's fantastic.
If you find one,
I got the Majin Vegeta, but I literally haven't opened it yet, so I have nothing good or bad to say about it. Although I will say
Majin.
maybe just a little bit. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say regretting the purchase, but I'm like, man, I used to own the Vegeta 2.0 Super Saiyan, and that's a really solid figure.
that's a fantastic thing.
So I'm kind of like, that's what that is right there. Yeah, I'm kind of like, fuck, I should have bought that one instead.
Yeah, I only got these because again they were secondhand. It came with that, so I was like, oh, I can give that to Zach. I know he likes to mess with his figures, customize them, so that'll be good. But they're literally coming out with these later this year. The
But they're
actual Super Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, but the Vegeta sold out. So you're talking about the Broly movie?
No. These. Like literally, as I'm holding it, the 2.0 Vegeta with the Super Saiyan blue hair.
And with the Goku too?
Yeah, they're on pre-order.
Where?
Goku's pre-order is up right now. Vegeta's hasn't popped up yet.
Oh, that's probably what that is. Because the Goku's only like $35.
Yeah, so the Vegeta's
Oh, okay, that makes so much sense. I saw that one and I was like, I could have sworn the Broly movie Goku was a lot more expensive than $35.
Well, the Broly movie only has two figures: the Gogeta and the Broly.
No,
And
it has a
the new Broly's
Vegeta. It
coming
has a
out.
Vegeta.
Vegeta,
I have
Gogeta,
a-
are those two different people? Legit question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vegeta, okay, Goku and Vegeta can combine and become either Vegeta or Gogeta, depending on how they combine. They can either do dance or wear the earrings.
See, look, this is the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta from Broly movie.
listeners by the section
Oh.
here, guys.
Vern said he'll sell you
That
that
should be
Spider-Man
pre-order.
Dean if you still
That's
want
a
that
lot.
It is
for a
sold
good
out.
deal.
The pre-order's probably.
The Mezco Spider-Man?
No.
So let's.
SH.
I also got Gotenks figure arts, which is a figure that we've talked about on the show many months ago. Dean was not a huge fan of it. He said there was some small issues. This figure, I liked it a lot.
On the shelf, it's
I
fantastic.
liked it so much that I immediately bought a second one.
Yeah.
And it was really cool because I got this one that's on the table here from a guy named Steven who owns a store in San Antonio called Steven's Collectibles. Now, what was really cool is he's in Universal City, which is quite a drive from here.
Yeah.
And he had told me that he could ship it or that he's starting a delivery service in this area. And so for $3, he delivered it to my house, which was really cool because it beat the Amazon. Amazon was like 2 days, and it would have been there technically in 3 because it was the end of the day.
Right.
But he came by after the shop closed, dropped it off, and he was such a cool guy that we invited him and his wife with their business partners. They're going to come on an episode of Collecting Weekly as a bonus episode. So in the first week of June, we'll have their episode up. They have a really cool store, really cool business model, and they carry a lot of really cool figures. So really excited to have them on the podcast. I also got a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks statue, and I'm using the head for a custom. And Jesse was nice enough to lend me some 2-part mold putty to attach that to this body. So I'm really excited for that to come in. So it's been a Dragon Ball Z week. I got to figure out how to display them because I have that shelf with all my anime stuff, but I feel like I want to have like a separate display for the Dragon Ball Z stuff. Manny is distracted by something. What's going on?
No,
I think there's bread on the floor. I don't know.
Is it peanut butter?
No, it's a draft. It's a little draft.
Oh, it looks like peanut butter
It's like
bread.
peanut butter. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Anyways, so that's that. So let's talk about a quick update here. A few episodes ago, I think The Good, the Bad, and the Brit, I was praising Rebor's Killer Queen Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Uh-oh. I know what that
And yes, everyone take a deep
means.
breath.
Was praising.
This figure has fallen 3 times this week.
Literally.
Literally fallen, and the legs keep warping under the weight of the figure,
Mine too.
and it has Manny's weak knees, and it's super frustrating. With that being said, I've contacted BBTS, and they asked for a video, and I contacted Rebor as well because BBTS, they're just a distributor. They don't really know that much about the figure. At least the guy that I talked to didn't really know if it was a common thing, and Rebor, in their infinite knowledge, left me on red.
Ooh,
And it hurt my soul.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna make this soundbite a separate Instagram post, but Rebor, I need to know what's going on with this because this figure's falling, every day, and it's not hot in my home during the day. We keep it like at 78. Like that's a pretty moderate temperature for things to be warping that are, plastic.
We keep our apartment at 69.
I was gonna say if it's
We have a smaller.
if it's hot in there like it's hot in here, it's definitely gonna warm.
It's literally 73 degrees.
I'm sitting here, my ankles are starting to warm.
His
Bro,
knees.
I'll send you
Oh
50
my
bucks
God,
on the AC.
Fine. Just because you guys are crying about it, we'll turn the AC on right now. We're trying to have the best sound quality for our lovely listeners. But anyways, so Rebor, on a serious note, I need to see what's going on with this because this is really frustrating. And I'll leave it at that. Jon Snow has gone up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store and Sideshow.
Nice.
Big Bad Toy Store has them for $179.99. Sideshow has them for $188. There was some discussion, I should say, in some of these.
Hold on. Did you just turn the AC on with your phone or something?
Yeah.
That's baller.
I can turn it on with the Alexa too.
That's very cool.
That was really
I
cool.
was just like, wait a minute.
How do you do that with mine?
Yeah, so I have an Ecobee. I can set it
Damn.
anywhere.
Iron Man,
I
bro.
can set it even
Leave it at
from like
69.
I can set it even from work or anything like that.
Dude.
At any rate, it's a good price now. A lot of people said that, oh well, Sideshow gives you rewards, or I'll have a coupon, and that is true. But you have to consider that to use rewards, you have to spend another $200, and to have a coupon, you're very fortunate because I would say more often than not, there's less people with a coupon than people that have one.
Yeah.
So I would say that's a good argument. Not only that, but BBTS for $4 double boxes all their stuff, so it has a better chance of arriving to you safely. And they ship FedEx, which is
And it's
really solid.
$4.
$4 flat rate shipping. Not only that, but BBTS you don't have an NRD, and you don't have to pay until it's in. Now, not every 6-scale or high-end figure from BBTS is without an NRD. There's some that do, but this one in particular, I think it's a clear winner to have it from BBTS. Maybe it's going to come a little later than Sideshow, but saving $8 off the bat and then $4 shipping versus $20 to $15-$20 shipping.
Yeah.
And not only that, but since there's no NRD, if this figure is released less than advertised in terms of quality, we can always cancel without penalty. So that is my spiel. Do you guys want to talk about these the figure or the price? I know we kind of mentioned it last
Yeah,
week.
I'm kind of debating on if I want to get it.
Because you have the 1.0 with the King of the North head sculpt already.
Yeah, and this isn't really a spoiler for the show, but at the end of the show, it almost looks like he's back to the 1.0 look.
Wow. Spoilers, bro.
Yeah, sorry, he lives, but when he gets back to where he's going, he almost looks like he's back in that
Oh, really?
nice
I
wash
didn't have to look at that again.
outfit. So I'm kind of like, well, it is a really iconic outfit. It's where he meets Daenerys,
Battle of the
Battle of
Bastards.
the Bastards.
To me, that's the
It's
most
such
iconic.
Cool. Yeah, it's pretty great. So I'm still kind of debating. If I do get it, I'll probably pre-order it with Rick because he always gets the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So
I pre-ordered it.
did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it from BBTS.
God damn it.
Um,
God damn
Open
it.
up your messages, the thing you just posted. I
Oh
want
my
to
God.
try something.
Can you guys not be distracted right now? We're trying to film a show and you guys are over here dicking around on Snapchat. So
to the picture you sent?
NECA has been in the news. Yeah, let's take a break while these guys are over here. Snapchat. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Come on.
I wanted to see the girl.
Did you take a picture?
No.
What the hell?
Alright, let me take a picture.
All right. God, you guys are the worst.
You gotta get the guy got
There you go. That's kind of attractive. Send me that. That's kind of the snake make.
What is that?
God, you guys are terrible people.
Lord.
All right, well, let's take a quick break because realistically, I'm gonna get to me anyways.
Where's she?
She's in with the baby. She's got to help me baby. All right.
Yeah, but anyway, that hair fits the seniors on this.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
And then it should, any Goku head should fit in the face, rather, should fit there. Even the samurais on this Goku.
Is that your phone? Sounds like it's gonna blow up.
Yeah. Can you turn your vibrating off? It keeps going off. And it's
Turn your vibrator off, bro. Hola.
Dude, didn't a famous wrestler just pass away? Some chick?
Oh yeah, she was like from like the 90s.
Nacho Libre's that guy passed away. The gold guy.
The gold guy?
Wow, Ramses.
Ramses?
Yeah.
Really?
Kind of sad. He had a heart attack in the ring.
Damn.
Oh yeah. And the ref did nothing for like minutes.
Did you give me my message about Gohan?
Yeah, I did, but I don't know where to pre-order that.
Uh,
Because it's one of those event exclusives for like the world tour,
right.
but I don't know how to do that.
Dude, that video was so funny.
No, let me see. Oh yeah.
This is a real Bill.
Like I showed this to them earlier, but check this out.
Dude,
Since you were at the gym? Oh, dude.
I thought for a second it was gonna break. I was like, I don't want to see that.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't show you that.
All right, you guys ready?
I've been in the gym.
He's
Looking good, bro. Chocolate milk. That's your best friend.
All right, you guys good? Yeah. 3, 2. And we are back. So briefly on NECA, Mothra from the Godzilla versus the Monsters film. Steven's toy reviews on YouTube broke this for me, but it's no longer coming with the larva. This
It was
one with
supposed to?
It was supposed to,
Oh.
and then apparently NECA didn't get license or approval by the deadline that they needed, so they are axing that from the set. It's a great price for Mothra regardless, and you get like a little diorama display, but kind of disappointing. I haven't seen the movie, and it comes out next week, so if the larva plays a big role, it's gonna be kind of annoying.
That was a weird thing to have.
I
I
like.
haven't seen it. It comes out next week. Yeah, we know you haven't seen it.
Well, a lot of people have seen it already.
What?
A lot of early showings have already happened. Like there's already people that are like giving their initial reviews. That's
We're
pretty
talking about
awesome.
Aladdin? Sounds that right?
Next week. This week
What
actually.
movie are we talking about?
Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla.
God damn man, you guys are too focused on Snapchat.
I wasn't me.
Now, bitching has worked, and Captain America
Oh,
has a
yeah.
new head sculpt. So hashtag for Captain movement.
Is it
seems
really
to have-
a new, like, it seems like just a hair change.
It looks like a new
It
sculpt.
looks like a whole new school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what they
I haven't
said.
paid
That's what they said. It was,
I like it. I'm
Man, he was trying to fight me over this.
right?
what's
I
that?
was like, I just gave him a
Oh, yeah,
penny.
Johnson
It looks
You said it looks like.
like a really young
Dude, I made an
man.
edit and I didn't send it because I didn't want to stir the pot.
Stir the pot. You called me a dumbass for no reason. You already
While
started.
Manny's pulling that up, Dean, you also want to talk about the Bandai Warhammer figures again?
Yeah, that's a Warhammer 40K, right?
Yeah.
They've literally never steered away from tabletop, so no one's ever made their figures.
Yeah.
That looks just like him.
No.
Anyways,
Yes, it
It
does.
doesn't.
It's not like, I'm not saying they look like twins, but they it looks like kind of a young John Travolta, very handsome.
You're very
But yeah, they've never given anyone license to make their figures.
yeah, it's kind of shocking that
It's
Bandai.
huge. Yeah, it's like whoa.
Yeah.
So
So these are model kits, I think.
I don't
From what I saw, they
think
were
they
model
are.
kits.
I was watching Fusion. He loves model kits, and he did not mention it was a model kit.
Really? Because the ones that I've seen, they had the box, and the box looked like it was a model kit. Like you could assemble
It's
it.
Bandai, so it's either way.
I mean, either way, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and they're articulated, which is cool because the tabletop ones are
Yeah.
tiny.
I'm gonna buy the fuck out of these and repaint them as my own chapter.
I sent it to you as soon as I found out because I was like, dude, fucking Zach loves Warhammer.
Yeah.
You play, you're used to it anyway. You used to play the fuck out of that game.
Mhm.
And you used to take commissions, right, on painting armies for people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And there was
I always
there was a
wanted to
nice
get
one.
into that, and then I went to a tabletop store, and I was like, these motherfuckers are how much? No.
Speaking of
No.
painting stuff, my wife has a few projects she's gonna work on this week.
My
My
wife.
Gotenks, there you go. Gotenks does not come with a power down head, and so
Right.
we bought some paint to paint it as powered down, and then she's gonna do Seth and Sean's.
This guy's all on.
He's gonna do their shawl heads,
Oh,
and
nice.
he's over here with was it Jiren?
That's why this is where he stands.
Now, new releases, the
Yeah.
Flash released in Hong Kong.
No,
Looking
this is
really
Justice
good.
League Flash?
Justice League Flash.
Okay.
Really good.
It looks alright.
It doesn't look bad. I mean,
Someone
I'm not going
said-
to collect the line, but it looks.
Was it Dylan? Someone said, like, oh, I bet this figure's going to be real cheap after a while.
I don't
But I
think
was
so.
like,
It looks really good. and we're
people
probably not gonna
really
get that.
love the Justice League figures, and
Uh-huh.
they're really only waiting on the Flash and then now Cyborg.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I feel like this figure's either going to get really expensive, or once Cyborg releases,
Then it'll be
it'll get-
super expensive.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, I passed on the Flash and now I need him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick him up because I wanted to do him and
You want
Superman.
to do him?
Like a running pose and then like Flash like on the detail kind of like running sideways.
Yeah,
and
that'd
stuff,
be
so.
kinda cool. Yeah, I think if you're interested in getting that figure,
I think you should
Get it
wait.
as
I
soon
can't
as-
imagine this is something that was pre-ordered in high demand because everyone's holding out for Cyborg, and once it's released, I think you're right. This figure's
Yeah.
gonna skyrocket.
Mhm.
The Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper was released as well. Justin's Collectibles just uploaded a review. I haven't had a chance to watch
You're
it
gonna
yet.
get one, right? From
Oh,
Yeah, remember Zach?
Yeah,
said he
I
was
don't want to
gonna-
hold it too. I don't want to be like, yo.
no,
He's a man of his word.
and it was like a wedding thing
True.
because that was the night we did our CW awards.
I didn't know it was out already.
Well, no,
not
it's out in
out,
Hong Kong,
But yeah, so it's probably a few
and it
months
looks
away.
fantastic. Rogers 9589, I think on Instagram has it already. It looks
The pictures
fantastic.
were crisp.
Really?
Dude, now it won't match your Vader, but I know you're not like super anal about that. But it looks amazing. I will say if I had space in my collection for one,
Well,
I
you have
would.
two Stormtroopers, right?
Oh, you already have those two Stormtroopers.
Yeah, he has a New Hope, Rogue One, and then you're gonna Return of the Jedi.
Oh my god, that's a nice spread there.
Hello.
The Iron Man Mark 50
Ooh.
And Obi-Wan.
My knees.
shipping in the United States today and tomorrow.
Bro, it's my first Iron Man figure.
It is
Oh
your
my
first.
God.
Now, be very careful. Read the instructions.
Oh, I'm not gonna read the instructions. I'm just gonna whip it out.
And start
Playing
breaking
with it.
shit.
I'm just kidding.
That's
The
what
Noe
he
2
does-
style?
That's what he does as soon as he gets home. He makes sure and starts playing with
Everyone
No,
has
dude, I'm
a
so
10-foot
excited.
radius. That's
it.
good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really nice.
I got a $40 discount too on that thing.
Really? How?
Yes.
How?
Sideshow rewards?
Yeah. Okay. So check this out.
Oh,
It's kind of a discount.
it sounds shady now.
Real quick, Mervin's in the chat. He says just dropping by for a bit. What's up, Mervin?
I approved it from Sideshow
Mervin,
Bob.
Mervin, I was stalking your Instagram today. I like it.
Wait, who's in? Someone's in Disney, right?
What?
One of the guys are in Disney. Someone who listens.
Iron Man?
One of the listeners.
No, one of our listeners is at Disney.
Yeah, yeah.
In Disney? What does that mean?
He's
Disneyland.
at Disney World or Disneyland.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's one of the collecting weekly. Shout out, bro, if you're listening to us. I don't remember who you are. But
Oh, okay.
I
can't
saw-
remember your name.
Yeah, he's
Shut up.
always like, yeah. I think isn't it Mervin?
Is
I
Mervin
don't
in?
think so.
Mervin, are you in Disneyland?
I was just on his Instagram. I didn't see
Or who's
it.
the dude that works at that memorabilia store or whatever? At North Star.
Bro, we're getting so distracted.
Right.
Okay, so when I say I got a discount, it's kind of my money still, but I got a discount. I like to think of it as a discount. So when I first pre-ordered my Mark 50, I lost my wallet. So
Okay.
when it was time to pay for the first payment, because I did the
Oh, you have to
flex
cancel
pay.
the card.
Well, no, yeah, I had to cancel the card, so the payment declined, and I kept on getting Sideshow emails saying, if you don't pay it by this, you're gonna lose your order.
You're gonna
My
kill your
card-
family.
My card didn't come, so they canceled my order. So I was like, God damn it, I lost the $41, right? So I called Sideshow. Yes, I had to call. I spoke
It
to some
seems
sweetheart.
like Manny
I'm
and
calling
Dean
a
are
lot.
calling quite a bit.
Dude, the
So
girl
I
that
saw-
helped me out today, I'd marry her if I could.
Maybe
so
she was the
nice.
same girl because she was really chill.
nice.
I will say they have, I know we're going to dog on them a little bit later in the show, but they have fantastic customer service reps.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say that. Best in the biz.
Yeah.
Unlike Rebor, who leaves
They're
them
not
bread.
so big that
I would say like they're small enough that if
It's
you
very
call 10
personal.
times, you'll probably only get to like the same 2 or 3 people. Like
yeah.
it's not like you call like a major corporation and you're every time you call it's someone else. Like I
Different
recognize.
party.
Or like,
My
no
name
one's
is
gonna
Steve.
answer the phone, so just even.
When I called, it was a woman too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a guy one time. I don't remember his name, obviously, but so I called Sideshow and I explained my situation because I had just gotten my card.
Mhm.
And I was like, is there anything I can do? I lost my NRD, but I really wasn't trying to,
Not.
not
Yeah.
pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like, let me see what I can do. She put me on hold for a little bit. A little Star Wars music came on.
Yeah, it was nice. I was on hold.
So oh yeah, hell yeah. I was all like John Williams there in the
Yeah,
break
dude,
room.
I love that.
She comes back, dude, bless her heart, and she's like, yeah, dude, she's like, we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and add the Miss NRD to your new order. All you got to do is pre-order it. Email me once it's pre-ordered, then we'll go ahead and add that NRD that you lost out on. So
Oh, that's cool.
really cool.
so yeah, I had a $41 discount. Obviously, I had to put another $41 to pre-order it,
Uh-huh.
but that knocked down the price a little bit. And
So it didn't hurt as bad.
yeah, it was cool.
It's like you still paid, but it felt like it was.
I thought I was gonna lose that money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out that chick.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited. We get charged tomorrow. So
Yep.
I am pretty
Sorry.
excited about
What's
that.
that?
What's the final price on that guy?
406 if I remember correctly.
Woo!
Terrible.
Good luck.
I think
Shipping is like 21 bucks.
Yeah, so not too bad. Let's have a discussion here.
We're
On
already
Sunday, well, it's a very special discussion.
Oh.
On Sunday was 2 months to the day. On April 1st episode of Collecting Weekly
Oh,
reported
this is
that
probably my favorite. segment.
that Molecule 8 fired the
Yes.
dissolution.
Fuck
and-
that, dude.
And May 19th, Sunday, was
Officially.
2 months. Their Facebook is gone. Their Instagram is gone. Their website is gone.
All their
Any
customers' money is
deposits,
gone.
yeah, your money is
Big
gone.
time.
They took that shit to the bank. So what have we learned from this?
Can those people sue?
I mean,
I mean, it's
I imagine
probably $500 ish for an order, but I mean,
on the bottom.
here in the United States, that's a felony. If someone stole anything 500 above, that's a felony.
Well, no, the
I know they're not.
it's like $200.
Oh, I thought their figures were like 5, and you
No.
had to pay up front.
But even then, like, enough people could be in on this, or it could maybe like a class
Class
action, or, but it's obviously significant
That's what-
fraud.
That's what I was gonna say.
Um,
You're gonna spend thousands getting back $200.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the people that own Molecule are in a good position, because again, it's like you said, the work to recoup what you got is going to cost more than what you lost. I will say that, when these companies come in and promise, that are new, especially promise the world, you have to really take it with a grain of
Dude, they
salt.
promised the fucking.
They
galaxy,
promised
bro.
to revolutionize the hobby, and I guess in a very negative way they have. Lots of sculptors lost out. Katie Kim in particular.
Dude.
There was some really weird licenses that they had, some really weird promises that they made. I think this really tarnishes a lot of like John Lennon's estate, particularly. Like they signed on this, and they were used to market his official page. So I will say I'm not shocked, because in the first iterations of Collecting Weekly years ago, we called this happening.
You specifically, but yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. We knew it was going to happen, but I just wish that people that we know didn't lose money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, anybody
Obviously,
else can
some
lose
people
money.
may have gotten their figure,
Sure.
which is great that if you ordered, you got a figure. But for me personally, I was really looking forward to Wonka, and I'm glad I didn't put any money down. Now,
For real.
I guess we'll wait to see it. Like if you order through Sideshow or Big Bad Toys from a more reputable place, you'll probably get your money back. But if you ordered through their website, which was full pay in advance, I think you're just kind of shit out of luck. Do you guys have anything else to say on this? Or
Yeah.
we can
They raw dog everyone.
basically.
No
Yeah,
spit.
it's pretty messed up, dude.
No spit.
Manny, you gave us actually real quick. We'll touch on Kay Kim. She is going to Blitzway, and
Cocken?
Kay
that sounds
Kim,
dirty.
You gotta respect.
I'm
Kay
sorry.
Kim.
Who is she? Is she the
Kim
one
is-
who works with Hot Toys?
She used to be the premier sculptor for Hot Toys, and now she's a freelance artist, and she's going to Blitzway.
Is she that chick that they showed for the Game of Thrones?
Yeah, she's doing the Game of Thrones for Blitzway,
Ooh,
so
nice.
Yeah, she's
that's going to be
insanely
really
talented.
cool. And that was one thing that Dylan gave us a heads up on was that Blitzway's doing Game of Thrones, which is cool.
It's really funny. I was talking to my cousin because I hadn't seen him in a while, and so he was like, "Oh my god, like tell me about the podcast. What do you guys do?" And so I was telling him, he's an artist. He's a freelance artist. He does digital painting.
Very talented.
And dude, very talented. Matt Demino, look him up. Demino on DeviantArts. I think he has his own store. But so I was like, yeah, there's a sculptor, Kay Kim. He's like, dude, I know who Kay Kim is. Like, even he knows who she is. Like, the art community is not totally like so large that artists don't know. You just mention somebody by name.
Is it K.A.? I'm not trying to
Yeah,
get
Kay Kim is what she goes by.
Nice.
I'm sure K and A stand for something respectively, but there's little periods after them.
Her name.
But well, there's probably
Like Jackie Chan, that's not his real name?
probably. But I'm like K might mean like a whole name, but just she
Just
uses the letter.
shorten it to save the trouble.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
you go by Manny. I mean, Manuel.
I go by Ma.
Yeah, but it'd be like if you want
I
like
go by M.A.
M,
Like when you're the best sculptor in the world, you can go by whatever.
That's what I'm saying,
name
like,
you want.
dude.
Seal.
So a
You know what I'm saying?
digital artist-
Seal is one word, and people respect him because he's the goddamn goat.
Yeah, like Prince.
Or
Yeah,
Madonna.
She's K.
Yeah, she's Kay
Kim.
Kim. motherfucker.
Anyway, but yeah, it was like, oh shit, like even a digital artist knows
Or Badlands.
because she's so amazing.
Yeah, we'll talk about Badlands later. But Manny, you had a rate the flicks for the entire Game of Thrones saga. Let's
I was
let's
actually
hear-
surprised at your answer.
Let's hear your review and why.
I didn't hate it. If you want to read the whole review, it's Rate the Flicks.
Well, it's for the whole series.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just for one season.
1 through 8. Like, I mean, I loved it.
As a whole.
I'm not gonna let season 8, tear into it because the Red Wedding, Battle of the Bastards, like
Dude, really
there's
quick.
so many good things.
Really quick, sitting here right now.
Oh yeah,
Our
Cody.
fr- Our
Yeah.
friend Cody is right in the middle of the
I just
show.
saw that right now.
And he texted us. He's like, "Oh my God, Rob Stark!" And I was just like, "Oh, this poor guy's in for."
Dude, yeah. So the whole review is on Rate the Flicks,
Instagram.
RATEFOR. I'm sorry.
FLIX.
Flicks, the FLIX. I give it an 8 out of 10 as the series. The series as a whole, I didn't hate it. Not the biggest fan of season 8, but I guess with a second viewing, it'll probably get better because you know where it's going. As when you watch a movie for the second time, you're not as anxious and you're kind of more chill going into it. So I think I'll give it a second viewing, 1 through 8. Not now obviously, but I loved it. I liked it.
Yeah, I think season 8 was just too short. I think 2 more episodes really would have fleshed out
Mhm.
Danny and kind of would have explained why what happened to her
Mhm.
a little better because it felt real forced. But 8 or 9 out of 10 for me.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's not perfect. There's definitely like, oh
Breaking
my
Bad.
God.
Breaking Bad's good.
Anything with Ramsey, I'm just like, get him off the fucking screen. Like, I cannot stand that whole
Dude.
story arc. But it makes Battle of the Bastards so much more satisfying.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand why it has to be there, but God, I hate that character.
Dude, I want to do like more TV series now. Breaking Bad, The Office.
Dude, I heard Sons of Anarchy is like better than Breaking Bad.
wait.
Everyone always says that.
No. So I've been watching. I was watching Sons of Anarchy, and I got to like season 4, and I got bored, and I haven't watched it.
Every time I tell someone, like, oh man, I love Breaking Bad, like, dude, Sons of Anarchy. Every single person I mention it to,
I probably have to.
they're like, watch it.
Maybe it's just a slow patch that I'm going through, but
Jesse saw.
Jesse?
Yeah. He saw John Wick Chapter 3.
Oh,
I've never seen any of them. I plan to visit them, so
What did you
no
think about
spoilers.
Dude, you have
Yeah,
to watch it. I don't
spoiler-free.
know why you haven't seen it. It's so
Dude, they
good.
already announced the fourth one.
Yeah,
2021.
they said the director
Just
director
came
said
out.
we'll keep making them as long as like you'll keep watching. And
Do you fall asleep?
no, not on John Wick, never. So most people are saying the third one is the best one.
That's what I've
Actually,
heard.
almost everyone that I've.
Yeah, they're saying, and it's hard to, I want to say yeah for me too, but I like the second one more. But it was so good to see in the theater with everyone because like anytime anything was happening, it was gas. Like the whole theater was like or laughing. It just
How
felt.
was Halle Berry?
Oh, dude, I'm not a
Halle
huge
Berry.
fan of Halle Berry. Like I don't get the whole appeal, but then after seeing this movie, I was like, I get it, I guess.
I'm like personally.
Yeah,
Halle Berry is.
I literally had to like.
Have you
bro-
seen Swordfish?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you
She doesn't do anything for me. I don't know.
Herman said you just got home from watching chapter 3. Let's ask him what he thought.
Yeah,
Um,
it's for me. It's 10 out of 10. The series is only getting better and better, and some people were saying like, oh, he's kind of slowing down in this, but it kind of makes sense if you're like looking at it like chronologically and how
Oh, dude, he's probably exhausted.
he's exhausted. So like they're really good at the details and like the attention to detail and everything. Like
Yeah, because they're not. Are they back to back to back?
they're pretty much the story.
Okay.
It's like within like
Because like
weeks
Star
of
Wars,
happening.
sometimes it's like a year or two.
No, this is like if not days within weeks of things
Jesus,
happening.
okay.
So it makes sense for this guy. He's older. He's been out of the game to kind of slowing down a little bit, but it's just so much fun. And Keanu's just a good guy to watch on screen.
He's just a good guy in general.
And,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
like a
he's a
humble
good
good
guy.
guy. Yeah, he's like a really down to earth dude.
It's amazing.
And I enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Oh,
I think-
EJ.
Yeah, this movie
Is he
has
Disney?
made
Oh, okay.
all the money back that it made on the second one, like in its first week. So it's already
Wow.
Wow.
breaking
It's already
its own
passing
records.
Endgame. That's how good it is.
No. My
And
sister-
Avatar.
My sister texted me yesterday, everyone's favorite, Deanie. She's like, we need to go see Endgame again this week. I'm like, why? She's like, I wanted to beat Avatar. I was like, okay.
I had that same
I've never
feeling. I was
seen
like, I wanted
Avatar.
to be Avatar.
I don't
It's not
get
great.
it.
I
really
think the
don't get
hype
it.
was that it was the first big box office movie that was 3D.
Yeah, that's what made it the sales.
And
Because
so-
when we saw it, the
And
tickets were like
was-
$30.
Yeah, they were really pricey back then.
I think that's
And,
why.
and every ticket had, I think
And-
it was exclusively in 3D.
And it was re-released in theaters. That's how it climbed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break and then we
Hold on,
will get
we're
into
getting a
the
movie.
DC Reporter.
Can you take a break we forgot a movie.
What movie?
Long Shot.
Which one's Long Shot?
Where's Long
Long
Shot?
Shot is the one with Charlize Theron and.
Oh,
Seth
yeah,
Rogen.
you love this
Oh,
movie.
okay, yeah, so tell us
Dude,
about Long Shot. My bad.
it
That's the one where she's running for president, right?
Yes.
the
okay.
love story one, I know what you're talking
Dude,
about.
it is so good.
I was
My
shocked.
apologies.
I read your thing. I was like, damn. It really took me by surprise.
Sometimes Seth Rogen gets
I
a little.
adore Seth Rogen.
He
Like,
gets
the
a-
interview is honestly
Have you seen Hot
one
Ones?
of my favorite films.
Have you seen Hot Ones with them?
I need to watch it with
Check
Seth
it out.
Rogen. I need to check
Dude.
it out.
So sometimes he gets a little, his laugh like gets to me, but I love his movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, it's gonna be funny because he's in there. Dude, it's a rom-com. It's amazing.
I love her.
Like,
She's
What was
amazing.
your rating?
She was really pretty.
I think you said it was an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 or 9 out of 10.
I was gonna say, I think it was higher.
Dude, it was good. It's good.
I will say the
It's really
trailer didn't do anything for me, but
I
seeing
went
your
in
review
there.
makes me want to watch
I didn't
it.
even watch the trailer. I
Charlize
just
Theron
went-
does everything.
Yeah, I bought the Huntsman movies just for her.
Anything she's in, I'm all about. I just
Go watch
watched
it, dude.
Atomic Blonde with her in it. Holy shit, that was a cool movie.
I want to see that so
It's
bad.
got,
I never got around to it.
What's his name? McAvoy in it.
Mhm.
It was a really cool fucking movie.
Not bad.
Check that out, guys. Atomic Blonde.
And John Wick.
Well, let's take a quick break and then we'll get into the big DC news of the week.
Why don't you just
Deception.
like when we get to like a point where you can stop it? Why don't you just instead of saying let's take a break?
Well,
Just
I'd like
continue
to do that.
She's South African, by the way.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like the way Dean, like there's a spot in there. I was listening to Dean talk, so he stopped.
Well, I'm gonna try to cut it, but I need to save it because I didn't do this setting on the computer, and when we record longer than an hour and 10, it doesn't work. So I need to
Okay.
create a new file. What's going on in the chat?
Nothing. People just saying what's up. Marv says the Halle Berry scene with Keanu alone
Don't say anything. I haven't
is
seen
worth
it.
watching.
Yeah,
No, it's in the trailer when they're both just.
I've never seen it.
But yeah, don't watch it. You don't
Me
need
and
to.
you watched it. Well, you never released that.
No, I don't know why. I did that.
We did a trailer reaction when that movie dropped, and it's like, don't watch it until you get here. And then we filmed a reaction and a discussion.
And
You
then
never came.
God damn it.
I get so busy when I come home from the gym. I
I
just
still haven't
wanna-
posted the behind the scenes from like episode 31 or whatever.
I know. I get home from the gym. I just shower and I go to bed, man.
You're fucking old, man.
I just showered.
Yeah, I turned 30 in a couple months.
Can you do me
It's
a
crazy.
favor?
What's up?
Before we leave today, can you give me like a good, like, maybe just like a superset workout?
Oh, dude, I'm all about it.
Just something like,
Okay. What are you doing? Are you doing anything that's? Do you want it to be like upper body, lower body, or do you want breakdowns of body parts?
What do you?
No, how do you want to?
Consider-
Because you
I
want
just
to.
break down the body parts, that way
Okay.
we can focus, because me and my sister are trying to go Monday through Thursday.
Mhm.
And just something quick, like,
A 4-day split thing. Okay, that works.
yeah.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
And we are back.
Yeah, we are.
Jesse,
Justin?
Jesse?
Manny.
Jesse.
Oh, you're out of breath or something.
Are we recorded?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
There is a new Batman.
No, well, it's not
Rumors.
Rumored,
But
these
it's
rumors
most
are
likely-
nuclear.
Oh,
Yeah.
rumors? I thought it was for sure.
It's
No,
for
it's
sure.
not.
new
I thought it was for
rumors.
sure.
It's not confirmed yet.
Yeah, I heard they're still doing paperwork.
Well, let's hear what you have to say about it.
So
Robert Pattinson.
Let
I
them
wa- I
say
kinda
it.
wanna
Like,
wait.
he's gonna go into like
Wow,
the whole story.
dick
So
moves.
it's like,
It's like, take it away, but this is what it is.
well, in case he was gonna go into it, we got people listening that might not know.
So I have reservations, big time,
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
tons.
Yeah.
Everything I see, I haven't liked, but I want to wait until there's a trailer to make an assessment, and then I can hate on it fully.
Did you
Why are we
hate
hating on him?
Affleck as Batman? Like when he was announced.
Yeah.
No,
I-
I never. Because I saw his chin, and I was like, "Do it."
You don't like Robert Pattinson's chin?
I don't. He doesn't do anything for me.
Well, I mean, we're
Like
also
he dresses good,
We're
I guess.
also used to seeing him like really young. He
Uh-huh.
hasn't really been in anything recently.
That's why I want to wait until the trailer to see what they do for me, and
maybe
then
he's aged fantastically. You don't know.
I think he's gotten pretty jacked.
I don't know, dude.
I'm assuming he has to.
Even
Part of
if
his
it,
contract.
even if it is him that he is Batman, like I'm excited. Like, cool. Like we can't just judge him off of his Twilight.
Right, and that's what I was saying in the chat. I was like, dude, he's Christopher Nolan's leading guy in his next
Yeah, he
movie.
probably has some chops.
Like, yeah, Christopher Nolan doesn't pick shit actors.
no, Christopher Nolan is a beast.
Like, I think,
You got Tom Hardy, and Tom Hardy's like,
dude, I
Tom Hardy's
adore
amazing.
Tom Hardy.
I forgot.
Have you ever watched him in interviews? He's like the
Yeah,
voice
he's
fucking
again.
dude. I
Yeah.
love it. Oh my
Touching
God.
jean shorts, they're all moist.
What?
I love all his
This is
movies.
a
Warrior,
Robert Pattinson.
Bronson, everything Tom Hardy makes it awesome. That's why I kind of want to. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to hate it fully, but I want to kind of see a trailer and then make a judgment.
Didn't people laugh at Heath Ledger when he got cast as a Joker?
Yeah, they released
He
a
just
picture and they
jerked
were
it
like,
in our
"What is
face."
this?"
Yeah.
They at least released the picture.
Yeah, I think
It was that black and white picture of his face, and people were like,
people's expectations are always greater than
You follow
than
Boss
I think.
Logic? He
Yeah.
has some pictures of
And
him.
once they see the product, it's like, oh.
even with like Joaquin Phoenix as Joker, when they were like, I was like, yeah, that dude can act. But at least then I was like, yeah, that dude. And then when I saw this thing, I was like, I got goosebumps.
That's gonna be dope, dude.
I think he's gonna be a good Batman.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Could
I'm
we could
excited.
just be completely wrong.
I mean, not
Yeah.
as good as Michael B. Jordan. but-
He
Right.
he could be a better Bruce Wayne for sure. we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how they. I know that universes are connected anymore,
Mhm.
but it's kind of like, how's it all gonna fit together? Especially because you saw Wonder Woman making movies, and it's like,
I think you just have to abandon the idea of the multiverse.
Yes,
but then it just also doesn't make sense now. It's like, okay, but
Does it need to make sense though? I
Well,
mean,
Wonder
before
Woman's-
Marvel came out, movies were just movies. Like,
no, but it's like you have Gal Gadot in a movie, but you know that she's already been in one with Batman, so it's like, how come Batman doesn't show up? You know what I mean?
well, I think you just have to accept it. Because I mean, at this point, like Affleck's out, so
Right. I'm just
Regardless
saying
of
it's
what
gonna
plans that they
feel
And he could be
Yeah.
like a Dick Grayson. He could be like,
years later or something.
yeah, I don't know.
Or Terry.
I'm gonna wait until there's some footage, and then and then just judge it hardcore.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like, I haven't seen anything that he's done where I'm like, he does anything for me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Yeah, I learned my lesson with Ben Affleck
Mhm.
because when they announced him, I was like, man, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And he's literally my favorite Batman that I've seen.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm just want let me see some footage and then I can judge because right now it's way too early. We haven't seen anything. I mean, the trailer can blow me away and I can be like, oh my god, what was I thinking? Twilight's amazing. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you guys someone else can keep going. I don't wanna, you guys were calling me out for not letting everyone have their own thing to say. So I was like, I'm gonna let this go. So Figuarts, Dean, you collect them, I collect them. I think this might be just a discussion for us, but
I've had my fair share.
what Figuarts can you name 3 characters that you'd like to see them make?
Oh man.
While you're thinking, I'll say mine. Kid Goten, Kid Trunks from the Boo Saga, or I guess from Super. They have the same outfits.
Yeah.
And then my sleeper pick would be a future Gohan from the History of Trunks movie.
Oh, no
With
arm.
the one arm. Well, one arm.
Well, yeah.
No arms. That would be
I
weird.
said
to see
no
Tiger.
arm.
Well, he has a arm, so he can't have no arm.
Wait,
But you have
what?
2 arms, so if you have no arm, that means you have 1 left. But okay.
Grammar Weekly. And I'm trying to work on a display, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I want to use a fish tank because it's just, I mean, it's like a detop, just the doors on the top,
Yeah.
and then some lights. But I'm not sure
Put some
how big
clouds,
to go with.
cotton.
Yeah, something like that. And maybe like a backdrop. But that looks fucking sick. I think that would be cool. I know there's some figures I'm trying to track down. So if you have these and you're selling them for a good price, let me know. Zach at Collecting Weekly. I'm looking for Beerus, Ultimate Gohan, and DBZ Super Trunks. Those are the 3 that I'm trying to track down right now.
I got some super trunks at Walmart. They were.
You know,
they were
all
on
your
sale.
trunks are super trunks.
They have to be that monster. Grinds my gears.
Wait, you didn't even let me go.
wow.
Because I tried to bail you out because you were like totally caught flat-footed.
Well,
Because you
You
didn't
said
read the
I'll
show
go
sheet.
first.
that's
What do you
the
think?
charm of this show.
This show needs to be funnier. Come on.
Come on, Dean, let's answer something. Yeah, Kid Gohan and or Goten and Trunks. Kid Goten and Trunks. Although
That's just so fucking confusing.
a Kid Gohan from when he's training with Piccolo would be awesome.
That would be pretty
When he's
cool.
got the long
With
hair.
his Piccolo?
His pickle. I'm
His
playing with his
pickle?
pickle.
His Piccolo.
His little sour tail.
Teen Videl to go with Sandman. would be
Yes,
cool.
that'd be pretty cool.
Or Videl in her outfit. her
Videl,
Sandman woman outfit.
Jasmine,
What's she called?
pickle.
We don't roast Manny segments when he's
Yeah.
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
dude.
what was it?
Oh, yeah,
The
dude.
movie from The Long Shot. We didn't roast it. We sat there with open ears.
Oh, y'all
Open
posted me
hearts.
dirty.
I think he's thinking
If you need a
about-
fresh cut in San
Leslie
Antonio,
Cuts.
Leslie Cuts hair is back in business. The bionic arm has been
Oh.
reassembled.
Yeah, but anyway, Gohan when he has the sword, that's a really cool Gohan.
Yes.
Go on.
I'm kind of thinking we need a version with Frieza. We just got it in the
You mean stage 1 or first form?
first one. Frieza would be cool, or any of the Candy Force would be great.
Or like the gorilla one? I don't know. That's all.
He's just guessing. Man, there's so many
We're in hostile
characters.
territory, Dean. Maybe we should have this conversation in
Yeah.
private.
It's because, like you say, I don't
Friends hate
talk, so I'm like,
a lot
okay,
of our
well,
listeners. Well, when you do talk, it's not great, and then when you talk,
Ooh,
I'm just kidding.
wow. You're gonna make him, bro.
That-
See, back
that's
to
fine.
speaking
That was a joke, guys.
Jesus.
Age Christ, Jesse.
But yeah, those are my picks.
Now-
that was like 10.
There's been a thing, and everyone has been talking about it. I don't want to mention anyone by name because that's not what we do. But there's hashtag buttpluggate is a thing.
Oh my goodness.
And Sideshow has a new featured reviewer who's made 3 reviews with them. All 3 reviews have been less than stellar, and all 3 reviews have leaked early, which is kind of odd. When you get to this level of
Professional.
profession, usually things that aren't supposed to be released are titled "Do Not Release," and in this case, they were.
Mhm.
all three have been released, which is kind of odd. But in this one review, which was for John Wick Hot Toys, there was a lint roller front and center holding up a microphone for like the first like 8 minutes of the video, and you can see we have our lint roller here.
Hell yeah.
And now I will say our show production is pretty ghetto. The equipment that we have,
Come on,
and
Spider-Man.
the things we do, but we minimize it by hiding the crimes and framing things so that things look as appropriate as they can. Obviously, we're in a kitchen, you know.
So
Yeah,
most people on Instagram, angles.
Yeah, angles are important.
yeah, like girls knock that shit out.
So, to be a featured reviewer for a company like Sideshow, which has, you know, thousands and thousands of customers, and to have a low-level production value where you're using like a fucking lint roller in frame for 8 minutes to hold up your microphone is mind-boggling to me. Some of the shots in the video, were not great. The posing isn't great, and there's just a lot of things that you can say about the video. Now, King Zachary the Fifth on YouTube from Mids and Soapbox Podcast,
I love that guy.
put up a review of his review, and Jesse is thinking to do a review of the review of the review,
Yeah.
and maybe we can keep this going and we can see how far we can get. But I will say that Sideshow's really taken the piss for this week, and there is a rumor. For me, it's unfounded, but a lot of people are saying that Sideshow is closing people's accounts for criticizing this
They're gonna close our
creator.
podcast.
Um,
RSS feeds.
and so, Dean, you had some strong thoughts on this, and I'll let everyone go, and then I'll give my thoughts. But the concept that Sideshow would close someone's account for a remark they make on a video. Now, I will say I haven't seen anyone step forward and say that they know that they themselves have had their account
I don't
closed.
know how they would do that.
Well, it's pretty easy. I
It's
mean,
freedom of speech.
well, hang on. So
No, I mean it is, but
you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequence. Now,
I mean,
Your hair
yes,
sucks.
you do. That's the whole point of freedom of speech.
no, that's not.
Yeah,
Freedom of speech is a thing, but freedom of consequence.
freedom of consequence is literally freedom of speech.
No, it's
You're
not.
allowed to criticize somebody and not go to jail. That's freedom of consequences.
Yeah, but
That's
if you
freedom of
called
speech.
Jesse an ugly name, he'd beat your ass.
Yeah,
That's
guess
your
what? If you go to
consequence.
jail, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you get your ass beat. The
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
he's gonna have the consequence. not
I'm
me.
just saying that there is
I don't wanna
consequence
know
for things that you
Joe
say.
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're saying, but I hate it when people say that because it's
Okay,
I
regardless,
hate your
this is
hair.
this is a
Semantics.
First Amendment weekly. I'm just saying that Sideshow is a business, and their business terms of service says they can close anyone's account for any reason at their own discretion.
okay. So
But
I'm just saying.
what are your thoughts?
how do you
on-
Richard loves this
How do you go
combo,
from Facebook?
by the way, in the chat.
How do you go from Facebook, like, oh my god, this guy's stupid, and then Sideshow's like, let me see what your name is on Facebook. Let me go to Sideshow, figure out your fucking username.
That's why I don't use my real name on Facebook.
You know how easy that is, though?
It's dumb.
It's a first name, last name search on their.
That's why I don't use my real name on there.
Yeah, what if people would use?
My name's.
Wait, what? Your real name isn't.
Well, it's Jesse, but that's not my last name.
Yeah,
What?
he told us that about time ago.
Yeah.
It's just a name he uses.
Oh, I don't remember ever saying that.
Yeah.
I said it real like that.
Okay, anyway, so regardless,
Like,
let's
Sideshow's
not-
like this right now. What's his
let's
name?
not-
They're like,
That
shit.
was me. I thought he was like,
They're like, we just canceled some
What?
dude's name.
Okay, so
I'm just saying,
My
I
mind
don't
is
see them taking the time out of their
look,
day.
I get what you're saying, and I agree. I don't think that they would do it, but I'm just saying, let's get back to the point here. I haven't seen anyone step forward and say my account was closed. I've only seen people say, I know someone whose account was closed. And let's be honest, we've all been on the playground. You all know someone that's done something really cool, but you don't, you know what I mean? They're not going to come forward and say it.
Right.
Now, let's just say that they did do this. What is your thoughts on them doing this? Obviously, your thought is First Amendment. We have the right of free speech. We're in the best goddamn country ever.
Yeah,
And so we have that freedom. So let's bring that conversation back then.
if all you're saying is like, man, this guy's an idiot, I think it'd be completely wrong for them to shut down an account. But if you're like, oh, I'm gonna find this guy, strangle him, and murder him and his family, then yeah, they should have absolutely.
Yeah, that's different.
But having an
A little bit.
opinion, having an opinion that someone's an idiot shouldn't be grounds to.
I agree.
accountable.
I agree. Now, I will say, of course,
I'm
it's
not
obviously
calling
in their
this guy-
terms of service that they can, but I don't think that they should.
All right, I also don't think that they would just because you don't like somebody. I'm
Yeah.
not calling this guy an idiot for using a microphone stand that's just a lint roller.
He's just an idiot, period.
I'm not saying that either. I have no
I
opinions on this guy. I don't watch his content.
I got kicked out of the group, so.
Did you?
Yeah,
Really?
I got banned.
Oh my god.
I did. I put a smartass remark on someone's thing and I got kicked out. That's how everyone gets kicked out. It's like a rite of passage.
Wow. And which group is this?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, tell me later.
I'll tell you off.
Why you kicked out? What are they gonna do to you? Cancel your Markel?
We'll talk about it later. Let's just say the creator is very legal happy, so that's why we're not mentioning names and or groups.
Sure.
Okay.
Dean, I'm sorry, God.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you have that opinion, it should. That's fucking bullshit. It's
Yeah.
But this is
like, okay,
2019.
I can't just be a smartass.
We're in
now.
2019. Everybody gets offended.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, you know how many times you're offended on a daily basis when someone fucking cuts you off in traffic, and all of a sudden they're gonna fucking come after that guy's job. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of bullshit. It's like, dude, life sucks, and if you're upset that someone thinks you're an idiot for using a lint roller, like, you're fucking garbage.
Yeah. Mandy, do you have anything to say about it?
I mean, it's stupid. Like, even if that was to happen, I'd be pissed. I'd be like,
Yeah,
I don't know, 'cause, you know,
Let's just
yeah,
hashtag make lint rollers great again.
I like to offend people.
They've always been great.
Jesse.
Yeah,
I like to speak my
I
mind.
tagged them on a
Motherfucking
IG
snake
post
game.
and everything, and with Zach, and he said Toy Truth, and it was just like,
Did you? I want to see the Cheese Man.
yeah, well, it was
he
like
was
this
trying to
was
stir the
like,
pot. He was.
yeah, I was trying to start. This was like a while ago though, when it first happened, so it's probably not gonna be up on the story, but
You might sign your
yeah,
it's on
King
the
Zach.
actual post.
No, I don't do posts much. Yeah, he was just like Toy Truth, and he was talking about like a bunch of just everything I don't understand all this toy drama. They're like just toys and collectibles, and there's just always drama.
I think this guy, the fact that I think my issue is like Sideshow supporting this guy, and this guy has literally tried to tear the community apart. He tried to sue his way into being an admin of OSR.
Mhm.
Oh my god, man. And you know, even other groups that we frequent, he's also harassed those admins from other groups, and
And he has sneak accounts. To
yeah,
see who he's-
snake accounts. It's wild.
But in the end, it's about toys and it's stupid.
Yeah,
Toys are for
right.
kids.
Yeah, definitely.
We're big kids. Grow up, bro. Or I'll tell the principal on you.
Now, Ian has a listener's take on this situation, so let's
I think we've heard enough from Ian. I'm just
well,
kidding.
let's hear
Ian
what,
says his name right off the bat.
let's hear what he has to say.
Well, I can't. Just kidding.
Man, let me pull it up. real
Did
quick.
you get that? Did you record that bit? Oh man. Was that? Oh, sorry.
We're still on.
Hey,
Listen.
What is that?
Crystalia.
His vines used to be really funny.
Hey,
Back when Vine was.
you're an idiot.
Hey, your dad died. What is he say? Your
He's
dad
like
died early.
those stupid faces. Like, hey, you absolutely shouldn't park there.
Let's mention this, but remember they tried to shut down customs on Sideshow Freaks?
Yes.
Okay, so this is,
Was that this guy too?
no, that's unrelated, but I'm just saying. Okay, so let's play,
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
that they try to shut down stupid shit that they have no control over.
Chiming on the whole that's plug against Interroller thing. I don't give a shit if it's what pisses me off.
I had to censor it.
If you are Hot Toys, would you want your product showcased like that? I mean, you've got that you had zero production values. I mean, a microphone hooked to a fucking Interroller. You're kidding me? Like, it's just so bad, so bad. You know, I mean, all the videos they've had before, Susan and all that, spot on, really good. I just don't get why they do that to showcase a new figure. It just doesn't seem professional. So it's going to take 5 minutes to do it. It's just so bad.
Okay, we're gonna go right back to it.
Just
It's like-
to chime in on the whole buzz plug.
Alright, let's get
He
right back.
forgot to turn on the mic. He just was mad.
Alright, 3, 2. So Ian had some really good points. I mean, Hot Toys is the premier 6-scale
Hot Tubs is your
Other
collectible.
account.
That's my other Instagram. And
Other
for them to have their figure shown in that light is pretty bad.
I feel like
it's
he
really
sued his way to get that.
well.
thing
Not only
because-
that, but you have people like, just off the top of my head, Sharmus Prime, and he does other stuff, but he's very professional. He has a very
G9 Denobi too.
nice
Yeah.
setup. Yeah, it's like you have these guys that take their shit real serious.
Yeah.
And
Like, give one of those guys a shot.
yeah, and it's like, okay, so you have this dude whose camera is either too low or like he's not taking the time to frame his shit properly. There's lint rollers. I've never seen anything like that on Sharmus Primes, and he's doing that basically out of the goodness of his heart. He doesn't get paid like a ton of money to do toy reviews.
Yeah.
He has a Patreon, and that's pretty much the only reason why he's able
We
to
do
do it.
Patreon. Dope.
So it's like, dude, have someone like that, or who's that guy who has a really cool like '80s font?
Justin Collectibles.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, that's Mint and Steel Box podcast.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
their videos are fantastic.
yeah, they're insanely well done.
Actually,
And
it's
like-
crazy what some of their videos are. In one of their podcasts, remember when the Mark 50 came out? He was telling me that the footage, at least from what I understood, there was a guy in Hong Kong who went, I think his name was Ryan. He went
Mhm.
to Secret Base, got the figure, rode a train back for like 4 hours, got a Lightbox, took all the 4K video of the figure, like posed it, did all the shit with it, sent the video to Justin. Justin re-recorded the audio over the video and then published that like
They said it
same
was
day.
like pulling, like it was like a
It's
master
insane.
puppet.
And
Yeah.
another thing I will say is people like Justin or Shardamus, the showcase is the fucking figure, not their fucking face.
Or their hands,
I
or
don't
brags
wanna
about their
see-
group.
Yeah, it's like, dude, show me the toy, not the lint roller in your ugly mug.
And then you see like the other collection in the background, kind of like showing it off.
Yeah, like look at me, look at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's not about
That's
you.
what it felt like.
It's about the product. And Ian's 100% right. Why would Hot Toys want their product showcased in that way?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of disgusting.
Now, Quinn mentioned that Sideshow has tried to overreach on things in the past, and I totally forgot about this, but it's something we mentioned in one of the first iterations of Collecting Weekly when Sideshow shut down Sideshow Freaks Custom Board, and
Right.
they were a sponsor of Sideshow Freaks, and they said, look, any affiliated group or forum is not allowed to have discussions on customs. And that's one of the best resources for customizers. There's thousands and thousands of posts and threads that
Right.
all got nuked overnight. And I feel like you're right. Like they shouldn't do it because we should be free to say it. Although I still think they have the ability to based on their terms of service, but I don't think that they should do it.
Well, not only that, but it's like, look,
But
just
also-
this really quick example. You bought 2 Gotenks because you want to do a custom for one. What's to stop someone seeing someone's awesome custom and be like, damn, let me buy a second $200 figure. You know what I mean? Like
That's true.
you're shooting
Now
yourself in
I
the
will
foot.
say on that point, their own Facebook group Sideshow does not allow customs,
Right.
and I chromed out the dome of that Archer for Manny for Christmas and for Eric, and I posted on their page. I got deleted. I posted a Deadpool with the Darth Vader dome, and it got deleted. And I asked them why, and they said, well, there's licensing laws that prevent us from having customs on our page. And I guess if that's their reasoning, that's fine, even though it's fucking stupid because R2 is Chrome in the movie. And I was thinking, okay, maybe Star Wars and Marvel, there's some conflicting stuff there. And then they have admins that constantly post pictures of their baby Groot
Yeah.
in clothing. And it's like, okay, so,
The admins can get away with it.
but normal people can't. But additionally, Sideshow says on their group and on their terms are like, if you're a creator, we don't want you posting on our page. So I would post to Collecting Weeklies on their page, and I got muted for doing that. And they're like, we don't want people advertising their own brand. This is a group.
Nightmare on that.
Yeah, you're right. So like, this is a group for everyone to enjoy collectibles, not to be influenced by a group or a creator's channel. Yet, on their featured reviewers thing, they mentioned their group and their affiliate links.
Yeah, the rules are different when you're in
Yeah,
charge.
when you're in charge.
Yeah, it's a
So
bunch of bullshit. Because I saw a bunch of people calling them out. Like, hey, you deleted my post, but your admin's over here posting this, talking about that's not getting deleted.
yeah,
And
so
those people would get fucking shut down.
I guess we'll find out if it's true if my account gets shut down this week. But that's
What would you do,
that. Now,
Tomorrow, tonight gets shut down and you don't get your Iron Man.
save $400. I got the Mark III. I got the best Iron Man there is. So I mean, the most iconic Iron Man is Mark III. Sorry, but the Iron Man that started it all.
Mark
I
One.
will say,
yeah.
I will say you are correct. I think in terms of suit design, I think the Mark IV is cooler.
Yeah, but the Mark, I will agree with you there because it has
It looks
the.
very similar to
the
the Mark
6.
III, but it's
I will agree with you
the Mark
there,
IV is fucking
but I will say
It doesn't
that the
do
Mark
anything.
III exactly flies out of the thing. So I will cede that point to you. But if they cancel my account tomorrow, then I mean I'll have saved $400 and I can buy the figure.
I want to check that out. But I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So grinds my gears. Now there was a post, and I'm not going to say names, and I'm not going to give a lot of context. but
Guys, just email
this-
me later and I'll tell you.
This
all the
post
names.
was so fucking crazy.
Was this the one today?
Yes, I have never seen anything like this. Now, grinds my gears, to summarize, is people that don't put prices on their for sale items. Now, I'm in a bunch of new figure arts groups to buy figure arts, obviously, and a lot of people there are not posting prices like, oh, these are for sale, shoot me an offer. I can't stand the shoot me an offer people because if you shoot them an offer that's lower than what they were expecting, they either ignore you or they call you out or they get offended.
Yeah.
It's like, look, this figure on Mercari sold, a week ago for this price. This is why I'm making that offer. Like, what are you asking? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and throw numbers at you all day. Just tell me what you want, and I'll tell you if it's acceptable. Now, there was a post, and again, I'll be vague, but this guy basically said, "I'm not feeling well today. I'm selling all these figures. Help me out with prices, or I can trade them." And it's like, there was like 8 figures, and let's just say each figure is $200. That's $1,600 that you stand to make from this one post. If I don't care how unwell you're feeling, if you can't research 8 figure prices to make $1,600, probably 3 minutes of your
Not
time.
only that, but how to word it? It's like you obviously want top dollar. right?
Clearly, because you're.
Not like, hey, here's some figures. I don't.
I'm just selling for $150 each.
Right, or retail. Put retail on there.
Yeah.
Something like I'm in a bad spot.
And the way that they
were.
worded it was like, I'm looking to sell them, so I need to get the prices. But
Well,
clearly, it's a sales post because people are saying PM sent or
The
I'm
biggest.
interested in this one. Send me a PM.
My biggest grinds my gears with this particular post was I wouldn't normally do this. then
But
don't do
I've
it.
seen this person's other posts, and they don't ever price their shit.
Yeah, it's like don't say you wouldn't normally do it. Just do
Yeah,
it.
and I will say bonus grinds my gears. People on eBay that if you offer them like $1 less or $2 less than their item they're asking, they decline it automatically, and they like the only offer they'll accept is like the price that they want.
Yeah, it's like why did you?
Because you
put
had
the
that issue.
offer?
Remember, one guy actually said he wanted more than what it was.
Yeah, he came back with more, and I was like, why do you have the offer button on there if I can't offer you
less. That's the whole point.
Yeah, and it's like there's people in here with it's less than what you're asking.
Yeah.
For the NECA Canes, like people have them for like $27. I'm like 25. They're like 27. I'm like, yeah. So why do you have it on there?
Which is a huge pro tip, by the way. On eBay, if someone has an auction that hasn't had a bid, they can set an option for someone to make them an offer. If there's bidding already, you can't do that.
Mhm.
Or if there's a buy it now, they can put a make offer button. And I would say most people are pretty good about it. Like I got the Dragon Ball Super Part 2 DVD, the one with Frieza, for $3 less than the guy was asking. He was asking 24 and offered him 21. So $3. I mean, it's not a ton of money, but over time that adds up to a figure arts.
Yeah.
And usually I make offers when I can. Respectfully, of course.
My best luck is through Mercari.
I've had zero luck with Mercari.
I adore that app.
I need to get in on this app, but anyway, so that's my grinds my gears. You guys have anything you want to add to this?
Nope.
And let me say this. Let me say this. If you're selling an item and you want to know what a good price is, go to eBay, type in the item, click the filter, go to sold listings, and then you can see the last, I think it's like 3 months worth of sold listings of that item.
Yeah, just see what.
And just take an average of the last 5. Now, keep in mind, eBay is
Takes
minus
time.
13% fees, 10% from eBay, 3% from PayPal. So you can use that as a rough estimate to get an idea of your pricing. Granted, of course, figures go rise and fall.
That's actually what happened when I got my last graph figure, the Fantasy Evans Shoulder Red 13. He popped up on Mercari for $275, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" Obviously, I don't want to pay $275, but that's the cheapest I've seen it. Let me just make an offer.
Yeah.
So I made an offer at $250, and I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing's popped up. I just happened to check my Facebook, and the exact same guy was selling it on Facebook for $250.
Yeah.
So I sent him a DM. I was like, hey, dude, I just saw your thing on Mercari. I offered you $250. I was like, let me just pay you through PayPal, decline my offer on Mercari so they don't get a cut, and call it square. And he's like, done.
Yeah, I've done that with a few eBay users. Now, eBay does monitor conversations. You have to be kind of sly about it.
Well, this was through Mercari, and I just
okay.
messaged him on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, they don't.
Yeah, there's a parts guy on eBay that I just sent him an email.
But I was like, I'm not gonna send you any money until you decline the offer, because if I send him the money on
Yeah.
PayPal, then he accepts the offer. They automatically.
Now, that's the
take
thing
it.
with eBay is you set the duration of your offers. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Obviously, set it to less because you don't want to be waiting around for 3 days while someone mulls over your offer and you're missing out on other items that you could buy. So that's my pro tip for that. Jesse, did you have anything you wanted to add for the last few episodes? I know you haven't been here, and I know we did some big discussions.
Yeah, so we got some new co-hosts. I saw that. That was awesome. I love the Seth story and the Seth group. Dude, I was having so much fun laughing and just I wanted to look at the group and I was like just laughing at that. But overall, I mean, pretty much those were the memorable stuff like that I remember. I was trying to listen this morning and I just kept laughing at the Seth group thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Seth.
Yeah, we have shirts.
Do you like the new knighting ceremony?
Yeah, with the
scepter?
scepter and
And by the way, what do you think about it? It's right here in front of you.
Scepter.
This is the first time you guys have seen it.
here it is.
Hey, it's cool.
Looks like my
This
spinal
is
cord.
the king.
It does look kind of like bone. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the paint job. That's what the look is going for. But initially, it just looked like garbage.
Yeah. So upside down bug.
I have not even centered.
Is that a real bug?
Yeah, it's a real bug.
You know, I wouldn't care that it's not centered, just
It
because
being upside down.
it wouldn't be in real life. You know, it'd be all fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, upside down is unacceptable. It's like, dude, shave this down. But
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Jesse?
No, that's it. That's it pretty much.
Now, we're towards the end of the show here, and outside of collecting, although this is somewhat relevant, I guess Sideshow, we goofed, we gaffed, we laughed at their expense. And Seth, in particular, brought up the story of the hand. And
they changed the hand.
with the Jon Snow pre-order, they changed the hand. It is a real human hand. I couldn't reverse image search it. Must have been one of their hands. And I will say that is fucking hilarious. Do you guys want to say anything about it? I think it's funny that we goofed on them and everyone was goofing on them, and we released the PNG and a lot of people were using it for a lot of edits, and they changed it.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah, we're on their radar.
making waves. If we are on that radar, we're fucked.
We're fucked. All our accounts are gone.
Yeah.
Jesse's real name is not Blue, by the way.
Yeah. So coming.
Look at that. Boo and that Vegeta for 150. That's pretty good. Because he's almost $100 by himself.
Oh, he's nice.
Or
67.
125.
67. On
I haven't
Amazon.
seen anything.
On Amazon. Now, it's that time of the show. We shout out all of our social medias. We're on Facebook, Collecting Weekly Auxiliary,
Oh yeah.
T
yeah.
Public by searching Collecting Weekly. Our YouTube channel is Collecting Weekly. Manny, what's the order?
Collecting WLKY.
We also are doing a crossover with 6 Scale Scavengers. That's going to be in June. Dean, Manny, and myself are going to be on there with Brian and Chris. And
Yeah, I asked about Jesse and they're like, fuck that guy.
they would never say something. So.
No, they,
No, but if we had all 8 of our hosts with all,
it would be a
yeah, it would be a lot. We also, really cool, Dean, I found my old hard drive and I found the first 5 episodes of the inaugural 2017 run of Collecting Weekly.
nice.
So they're like 18 minutes long, and what I'm going to do is very loosely merge them into one, just kind of like put them all back to back.
Yeah.
That'll be a bonus track released sometime this year, in June or even May. Shout outs time. 6 Scale Scavengers, Brian and Chris, they're really cool guys. We really look forward to having our conversation with them. They run a podcast that is about Hot Toys and Star Wars and Marvel collecting, so they're really cool. Really good show. I want to give a shout out to Richard Dow. He is a new member to Auxiliary, and a long time ago we were looking for our New Jersey listener, and he is that listener. And I will say this, what a fantastic guy. Sent me a really nice message about the show. I forwarded it to you guys. I won't read it.
Real quick,
Um,
I just sent you guys invites for Macari. You get $10 and I get $10 when you make your first purchase.
okay, we'll do that off the show.
This thing-
But anyway, so Richard, you said some really kind words to us, and I really appreciated it. You know, there's times where, you know, I think we're far enough from that episode where we can talk about it. But episode 25 in particular, that episode broke me. That was the episode, Manny, where we went to your house, and the setup there was a little different than we were used to, and the microphone we had in the wrong pattern, and it was kind of a late night. Got home, and we realized that the audio was almost unusable. And Jesse rode with me, and on the way back to my house, I was telling him, like, dude, like, I honestly don't even want to do the show anymore. Like this audio is shit. Like, we just spent like 2 hours recording. It's almost unusable. We keep, like, I'm not gonna read
It was pretty
all
bad,
my
man.
lyrics, like
Like,
or not
he
lyrics,
was
but I'm
in the
gonna
car.
read up all my vocals.
And he loves listening to himself talk. That's
Yeah,
why he
you
just
guys
keeps
know
going.
I fucking love the sound of my
God
voice.
damn.
And so, right, me and Jesse are adding to his throats today.
It's fun. I haven't been
I
back, so I kind of
just don't. Jesse's
all
not
this-
that kind of guy.
Yeah.
So kind of
And
like-
so, you know, there's been a few times down the road where I'm just like, should we even be making this show? Should we be creating this podcast? But you know, Dylan in the past has sent us some really nice messages, and Richard, and we get those messages here and again, you know, people giving us praise. And the message from Richard was very heartfelt. And it's funny because he was in Ox, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I added him as a friend. He's like, hey, I feel like I already know you. And I'm like, wow, it's true. Like, you probably know more about me than a lot of people that I know in real life.
Right.
You know, because we're here every week. And you know, just shout out to Richard. The message he sent us was so nice, and
Yeah.
you know, just the words he was saying just really kind of
What
gave
a
us a
guy.
boost. What a
he's in the chat right now.
probably
so-
the most
Isn't he?
handsome
Yeah.
guy
Nice.
I've ever seen on Ox. I gotta say, he's a
Dude.
good-looking cat.
They said the second biggest penis next to me.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know where you're getting your information from.
They say
Um,
like the stick.
I wanted to give a shout out to SNA_toys
Dude.
on Instagram. Zach Williams. He is a
Yeah.
co-host of Nerd Theory podcast. That dude makes some fucking fantastic photos.
Oh yeah.
And he showed my page some love, and I reciprocated. But that guy's a
Gosh, dude, I was
fucking
like,
good.
dang.
That guy's a good
I think
toy
he follows me.
photographer.
How about just a guy in general?
Anthony Moore, MORE Shots. He's kind of like my guru for toy photography. I've been really getting into it lately with this Gotenks and a few other figures. It's really fun. I don't know why I've never tried it before. Badlands Chugs. We tagged him last week.
This is kind of cool.
And Manny, what happened?
He at me, bro.
He added you on my post. He liked the post. He added you, and what a guy!
Added or added?
He
Like
acts
follows
like
you
he
now?
Acted. No,
Like
Oh.
he like mentioned, I guess.
Okay.
he knows about me.
You're on his radar.
He thinks about me when he chugs now.
So
He's like,
one day,
"Manny."
one day, Manny, we have to do a chug off. We have to chug like a
Let's
water
do it.
bottle.
I get out chug out.
Nah, I don't think
Bring some drinks next week. We'll do a chug off in honor of Badlands Chugs.
Okay.
wanna
Open the
see
Mountain
that.
Dews. Mountain
No.
Dews? He does Mountain Dews. all
Don't
the
get him
time.
cold. I don't want to get brain.
No, that's
No.
you gotta do it. Like he
Okay,
does.
so
He
Seth,
cuts corners. You
Seth-
think Badland Chugs cuts corners?
he's a professional. Okay, he's the peak of human performance. Okay. Seth had Jesse and I. It was supposed to be all of us, but you guys bailed.
I had
No,
word.
I don't
It's
hear
my
it.
first day back. And
I don't hear it.
I had swine.
I don't want to hear it. He had a barbecue at his house for us. It was really nice. All the family was there.
Dude, I want to go so bad.
Holy
You never been to his house?
shit,
No,
dude.
every time like we plan something, like I
You
always have
fucking
to
fail.
work. You guys
Um,
do shit on Sundays. It's like I work on
It's
Sundays.
really dope. It's a really dope.
Do
house.
shit on Saturdays. That
Jesse,
way-
what was your thoughts on the peanut butter hot dogs?
I fucking took some home, man. I loved them.
They're not bad.
They're
They're
really
really
good. I
good.
took some home.
That's surprising coming from you because you're such a.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
'cause
Jesse was picking out.
Dude, I
felt
picked out.
So, I felt so
I picked
comfortable,
out.
'cause
Oh my
sometimes
God.
you hang out with Jesse, and it's like he comes to my house, fucking brings his what is that Chipotle, and it's like all healthy. It's like there's no
It's
tortilla.
white
It's
rice,
like,
lettuce, and chicken.
yeah, I'm like,
And that's
dude,
it.
fucking, I'm over here eating like puffy Cheetos and drinking soda, and Jesse's sitting there with his fucking.
Yeah, I'm,
Dude,
I'm on my 8th bean burrito from Taco Bell.
I went ham on the
Just
dips
motherfuckers
and the
eat
chips,
shit.
and then
Dude,
the
it was
burgers
wild.
were good.
Now,
Shout out Chef Bro.
one more shout out. I think this is the most important. I want to give a shout out to Dean's mom. She is an angel.
What happened? I don't know.
She follows me on Instagram and
Does
she
she?
likes all my posts.
She's pretty
And
amazing.
I will say, obviously, a wonderful human being, but to be so amazing and then to give birth to two of the most beautiful angels that God has ever put on this green
That's
earth.
true.
Like, I mean,
You guys
and
are
obviously your
pretty
other
badass.
sister Lisa is also fantastic.
Yeah. She plays the.
Yeah, so shout
For
out
my
to
nephew, who's also a Seth.
maybe you can join the Facebook.
Yeah.
Shout out to Seth. But you know, I gotta give a shout out to your mom because she likes all my posts and it's awesome. So maybe once you get her Collecting Weekly shirt, because she does the outfits of the day for her Instagram, maybe she can do a Collecting Weekly shirt.
Dude, okay, real funny story. She got an Instagram like, I don't know, 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And she had like 10 or like 11 followers. In fact, I'm gonna pull it up right now. And I have like somewhere around 700.
Mhm.
At the time, I had like 400 or something. And she was like, "Oh my god, like I can't imagine having that many followers. Like I hope one day I could get up that high."
Uh-huh.
Now she has almost 2,000.
Gosh,
Oh damn.
Dude, she shot up like crazy because she does the outfits of the day. She has
Yeah.
like her little like group chat with like all the ladies that do like their outfits.
That's cool.
And
That's dope.
it's super funny because like I was like, oh, like you'll get there one day because you don't think of your like parents as like social media gurus or whatever. But I was like, damn.
Wanna shout out your mom's Instagram?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A day in the life of Gabby.
What a wonderful human being.
She was trying to figure out a cool name, and I was like, dude, Yo Gabby. And she's like, no, it's stupid. So yeah, a day in the life of Gabby, no spaces. She just does little outfits that she wears and takes pictures of her
Beautiful
house,
person.
which is
Yeah.
insane.
Do you have any shout outs you guys want to give?
I just shouted out my mom, so.
I just followed her.
Oh, cool.
Manuel?
Shout out Ian.
Yeah, dude, shout out Ian.
And
Have a
then,
good gift. Actually,
Shout
shout
out
out
We
Dylan.
miss Seth. We miss Dylan.
Yeah, we was.
yeah,
I actually really enjoyed Dylan. I give him a hard time in the chat. I'm like, I don't know if he knows.
That's
I'm an asshole, but like to be funny. So it's like I started a poll to remove Dylan
from the host
shit.
list.
And like no one liked it, and like he saw it and I was like, God, I'm kidding, guys. It was so funny. So shout out Dylan, he's a good sport.
So shout out Seth, Ian,
Shout out Rainer.
our Rainer.
He was gonna come tonight, but he has some stuff come up. So
he's coming
He was
to
like-
the show.
He was like, I want to play with my guild. I'm like, you are your
joke. Nobody laughed. I was like, God damn it.
we have fun.
Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the crossover episode recording very soon. The retro episode and the Stevens
Oh, that 2
collectibles.
We're gonna
We
have.
haven't announced it yet. We'll keep
Oh,
it in our
okay.
back pocket. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Manuel.
And I'm Jesse.
Jess,
Jesse.
have a good one.
Bye.
Peace out.
That was a good episode.
Absolutely.
I actually had those decent discussions today.
They were like heated almost, or like it was like
Not
so
heated
weird,
at
but
each
like,
other, but heated
but
like,
like
passionate.
passion. There was passion going on.
Jesse, you can keep the live stream going for a few minutes, but cut off the camera.
Okay.
Hit the red button.
The
What's the
dude,
chat going on?
It's like we have like 6 people. That's quite a bit.
What's the chat saying?
I just after
I think my mom watches the live streams too.
Richard
So
said,
she has, like,
thanks for the kind
Okay, so
words, guys.
Steel-
Your format is quite enjoyable. Gives enjoyment to a lot of folks. Keep it up. What? Chat is
Still
done with it.
Hegemon. Who's that? Is that your sister? So yo, I wasn't offended. Don't worry. Dean's the real MVP. Is that Zach?
Steel Hegemon?
I don't know.
What?
Steel. Who are you? Let us know. Oh no, that's probably Dylan.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I offended somebody? I was
Is it Dylan? Oh my god, guys! During the podcast, I broke this KO Goku, and I had to go get
twice.
it.
Your leg came off too.
I'm gonna try to.
I don't see your screen right
It's on the YouTube.
now. I know, but usually it pops up when we're
You
streaming.
guys know my videos.
Oh, dude, that's scary. What the hell was that?
Oh, it's that lady on TikTok. Have you seen her? She's creepy. She's like a demon lady.
Really? No, I've never seen that.
We'll keep the chat going for a few minutes, guys. Dude, this Jiren's dope. Let me know if you ever saw it.
It's actually kind of expensive. I got that loose.
It was like $20.
Yeah, it's Dylan. Joe Dylan. Oh, it is good, man. Fernando, she's good health, man. The UTS because of physical culture of the leaders are cool. I think the only reason he got fired at Sanchez is because he comes outside their Well, like Bergen gave us some recommendations for watching Pattinson.
Roger, what?
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, okay.
He said, I recommend watching Lost City of Z to see Pattinson's acting range.
We'll have to do that.
Okay.
Pretzels in there?
We're
I like
the
how
only
long
ones
these pretzels last.
No one eats those things.
Blood pressure will skyrocket with that.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of sodium.
How many? Is Fernando still in the chat?
No. Why?
He said, I still got the SH figure art Spider-Man for Dean if he wants to make a deal. I don't know what he's talking about.
Remember you had that Homecoming Spider-Man? Remember you said you were looking for it? The tracksuit?
Yeah, I thought we were talking.
I thought you said Mezco.
Yeah, the Mezco one.
Oh, oops.
That's all I was like. I was like, Mezco? I could have got a Mezco for $30. But
I mean,
I wanted that
I
Mexico
do
John
like
Wick,
SH
but
figures.
I don't know where to find them.
Chat is
Buddy's not getting the new one.
I haven't seen Buddy in since the last time we were there.
Got the accent?
Tax.
Dylan, this chat is dumb lit. I just saw Detective Pikachu, that's why I came over. Dean was right. It was fun and fucking pretty cool. Weird ending though. Yeah,
It was weird.
decently weird.
I want
I
to see it.
definitely didn't see it coming until it happened. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I want to see it. It's one.
It's
It's
really
a movie on
cool.
our list. Maybe it's Saturday.
I'm almost there, I feel like. I feel like I'm either gonna break it. or
Dude,
it's
this
gonna
guy,
come.
he's
It's
a
okay,
dick. He
yeah.
doesn't reply to me.
Well, let me add him for you.
Do it.
Wait, who?
This guy, he's making Meyer sculpts.
Oh, I got
And,
it.
dude, they look
Are you still headless?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Look,
That's like literally heartbreaking, dude.
that.
Wow.
I know, dude. It's just up on my closet. I can sell the clothes.
No, don't do
No,
that.
I'm holding on. I need to find a head. I need some head. Give me some head, Dean.
Dude, I'm scared girlfriend, dude. One of our job opens that wide.
Fiance.
Oh.
Wow. Did you get it?
Oh, legendary status.
That's me, baby.
Yeah.
That was alright.
Guys, I've been having asparagus all week.
Oh man, that piece is gonna
Does anybody
stink.
know why that happens? Dude,
know.
because I could literally eat asparagus, drive home from the restaurant, and pee in it smells.
Yeah, I don't know why that is,
Oh,
but it
dude,
is.
I've been like this. Dude, it's bad.
Do you bake it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it tastes so good baked.
Just some salmon, bro. I've been
Mmm,
eating a lot of salmon.
sounds good.
Mmm. I changed my diet.
That's good.
Sorry, I'm all loud.
Did it work? Go on.
It's past my bedtime.
Just the pre-paint.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, fuck yes.
Now.
What's the chat saying?
Just the last thing about Detective Pikachu.
Check this out. Let's see if this works.
I'm Zach right now. With his super glue.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, there.
There you go. That's that.
God damn it! I fucking hate that guy.
About 30 to 40 pounds.
I'm gonna fucking throw it into my ball sack.
Who is that guy?
Gucci Berry, the legend.
Oh, I fucking hate that guy.
Dude,
He's a legend.
I'd rather watch Gucci Berry than what's his name?
Badlands.
No, skinny. weird guy.
Oh, long neck.
Long that guy. Fucking that guy creeps me out.
Because I actually ordered one of these yesterday before you had messaged me.
Oh, did you?
Because I was gonna try to do this mod,
Oh,
but I still want to keep this.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, I know what you mean. It's
because I was literally going to go to Gravity Numbers to buy Goku to do the head swap, but this is like perfect.
Let's see. And they could use some of the two-part. Yeah,
Yeah, the head's not. Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna try to do next.
Dude.
Here, dude.
it's pretty good, dude.
Right? Although I need to use a 2-part for Gotenks. And I might take a little bit extra for that.
This is actually such a good knockoff.
Here, this is.
Shout out to Manny's Milk.
Huh? Wiener, wiener, wiener.
It's just
Hang on, turn the wire on. Alright guys, so we're gonna try something here. We have my Gotenks without the head and my KO, not my KO, my Gotenks repainted thing. We're going to use the 2-part mold putty that
That's what both of
Jesse
you guys play.
was nice enough to bring. Oh shit.
Dude! Quit making
I'll take a little bit of part A.
I was trying to make both of you guys, but he had his phone in his face. I'm done.
Who, me?
No.
Okay, anyway, so go on Mercari, create an account.
I
You
downloaded
should
what
put that
you
link
told
on
me
the
about.
box
Huh?
so people can help you get mine.
On Cox.
No, I actually have to message them. Oh, I guess if they use my.
Dude, I was trying to find the audio clip of when Zach said auxiliary. I wanted to record it. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Look, man, you missay stuff all the time, and no one gives you any grief for it.
This is what happens when I'm at work and I'm listening to the podcast and something funny happens. I write the times down so I'm recording. I have something.
Well, we
down.
should do a best of thing.
This is gonna be a soundboard with funny stuff.
Oh, well. All right, so we're in progress on the Gotenks right here, guys. What's the chat saying?
I gotta take off.
Wiener, wiener, wiener. Shout out to Manny's Milk.
It's alright.
Good
I got
episode,
work
guys.
tomorrow, bros.
I know.
You don't have work tomorrow? You have work Thursday? Really?
Why?
I mean, serious?
What are you doing?
I literally just sit at home.
That's your job?
I'm basically getting paid to go to the gym.
You wanna hang out Thursday?
Right now.
I don't have work.
Yeah, we can do something. Ooh, yeah, right after. Oh shit, what time?
I don't have work at all.
Because I think I have reservations to go eat lunch.
Cool invite.
Well, it's me and my sister. You want to go? It's expensive.
Oh, they're gonna buy my lunch.
Not where we're going.
Where are you going?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you don't wanna buy your best friend lunch at Chamagacha?
Well, fuck, like $40. That includes
That's
tipping.
I'm not worth $40 to you? Wow. Dean.
That's a lot. I paid that
Pretty
for 2 people at BJ's on like Fridays.
You pay that much for BJ's?
Where?
That's great. Alright, so we're gonna let Gotenks chill like that for a moment. Man, if you gotta get going, you can get.
Yeah, you don't have to stay.
That looks crazy.
So that's Jesse's 2-part mold?
Yes. And his name is Justin.
Jesse?
Dressing? Oh, you guys need a Manny soundboard. The wiener thing is from the South Park Wiener song because someone.
Wiener, 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 wiener,
The,
wiener, wiener.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea was it to make the hair blue, but I like it.
Kira Toriyama's. Anyways,
Because they were
Is
saying
that the
was-
mountain in Ninja Warrior?
What?
Is that the mountain? Mount Doriyama? What'd you say?
Akira Toriyama.
Mount Kilimanjaro.
You know that mountain?
From Game of Thrones?
Oh, what is it? You think?
What?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out too.
You can cut the chat off. Bye, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out.
Arigato gozaimasu.